Welcome back to King's Campaign 3, A Broken Oath. Where we last left off, I continue to ignore them when they do that. The heroes of this story, the people that this story is centered around, because they're still not really heroes. Well, they were heroic the last time. They finally brought their wrath upon the corrupted Queen Ethna. Breaking through the windows of her palace, Dradius shockingly killed her in one go, just pierced her with the horn, and she was done for. Her vile, hellish minions fighting on her behalf. And although the battle was close quarters and brutal, the heroes, the people, they took the win. And they did away with the foul creatures. Opening up the magical containment box, they absorbed the crown into it, and Dradius, to prove a point, severed the dead queen's head and brought that around with him, making some people very uncomfortable.
I think that should have been a red flag to what was going to happen later in the session. I'm going to be honest.
Don't spoil it, Kieran.
Don't spoil my my retreading here. Regrouping with the rest of their underground forces, the heroes displayed evidence of their victory, and it was quickly seen that the threat of the Were Knights was dissipating. Though they did not cease to exist, hinting that there might be something further going on here, the corruption seemed to halt itself, the crown now sealed away, unable to influence the city in negative ways any longer. Gren felt the pressure on him to eventually be next in line for the throne. However, he still holds his doubts, and it is much too early, the group decided, to simply just have everyone go back to normal life and return to their homes in hopes that it's all just over. In due time, that will come. But in the meantime, they decided to blow off some steam, the heroes, taking some time to rest and enjoying themselves, going out and about, keeping an eye on the society around, seeing some people finally peeking through their windows of their homes and such, and deciding that, since some underground networks are still up and running, they went to do some gambling. Through some bizarro strokes of luck, they actually were up after spinning some stone slots. And then Warren's worst idea yet transpired. As they were enjoying the fruits of their labor, drinking some mildly overpriced drinks, but still enjoying themselves, Warren decided to pick a fight. And by pick a fight, he means sick his friends into a fight, rather than mostly partake himself.
Yep.
After interceding on some grunts' enjoyment of their own bar mishaps, he wasted no time just insulting them right to their faces, threatening them, and allowing Lyra and Dradius to fight on his behalf. What was supposed to be a vicious but lighthearted scuffle that we could all laugh at when it was over turned quite violent when something triggered deep inside one of their companions, Dradius. His rage overtaking him after being beaten by, worrying it was Vragai, but it was a different monk.
PTSD kicked in?
In one brutal fury, he unleashed his axe, severing the head of a mostly innocent Night Kinney, before turning his aggression towards the other members of the group. His own friends watching in horror as one by one he slaughtered each member of this group, turning his attention to the one that was down and unconscious, them preventing that. And as he slowly was able to regain his senses, storming out of there, being angry and confused, the group soon proceeding after him, chasing him down. Warren left to pick up the pieces to resuscitate the one downed grunt and to get heavily threatened by the owner of that establishment. The weight of what had just happened finally seeping into him, and the realization that things are not going to go back to normal after this. Now we find ourselves broken apart, the party split, much to my satisfaction. Dradius bullheadedly taking off to the gods only know where. Protheus and Lyra and the Grey Lord in hot pursuit. Warren finally stepping out and making his way down the road, following the footprints. We are in a hectic time, ladies and gentlemen.
Sorry, chase music.
Oh, okay, if that's what you want, that's fine. All right.
Yeah, there we go. That's what I'm talking about.
So, I'm going to have to cut around a little bit, but Dradius, describe to us what's going on with you, where you're running, what's happening right now.
Dradius is in a state right now where emotions are sort of heightened. He's still kind of thick within his sort of like rageful tantrum, so to speak. Like there's been a little bit of mental clarity, but again, it is almost like it is almost like his sensible mind is fighting with his animalistic side as he is just like rushing around. I think after a little bit of aimlessly running around, I think he would probably want to get out of the city. So I think he's gonna start running towards the woods, ideally.
Like outside the walls specifically?
Yeah,
Okay.
I would think. Yeah, I would think the wooded area that I don't remember what session it was, but like when one of the first times that we had stepped out into like kind of the destroyed inner part of the city, and people like had, you know, contracted us to go and like into those woods and take care of like some monster that was like out there.
Yeah, the two-headed ogre, I believe.
Yeah, the two-headed ogre. I think like Dradis has got enough sense to remember that area, and without really like thinking about it, I think he's gonna like dash off in that direction.
Okay. Yeah, it's a big. Yeah, it's in the inner city. It's a big like like a giant fancy park, but it is very foresty and dense. So even in his confusion, you can say like, get out of the city. Oh, there's a forest, even though he's not thinking clearly. But okay, so that's where he's running to. There's a few people passing by in the streets, mostly like some soldiers and stuff. They see you ripping through, not that you're attacking anyone, they just kind of get out of your way, just like, oh, jeez! As you're just rampaging your way down the roads and stuff, barely avoiding, like, crashing into some carts and stuff. A good couple, 100 feet behind is a persistent Lyra and Protheus. Lyra, how are you analyzing the situation?
By using my one eye. Very likely just Lyra will keep track or tries to keep as much track of Dradis as she can. I don't think she would be able to catch up to him because he's so goddamn quick. So she will try and remember the paths around the city that they took, try and see potentially where Dradius might be heading towards by seeing where his head might be pointed. And then trying to remember if there were any like potential alleyways or shortcuts that she might remember to take to potentially cut him off at some point, to try and then get in his way to stop him from running away.
All right, well, I'll make you roll for this. So first things first, roll.
I like rolling.
Roll me a pretty solid perception check to see if you can determine like what he's doing.
Can Protheus give advantage even though he's not here? Because I think does he have perception? I forgot if he has.
I believe that I do. If you must have it, you can take it.
I would assume he would also try and help. Which is
Sorry, let me say that while he's running, because he's out of shape. Fine, I'll help you look. He's really smart. He's not the most athletic, so...
Thank God for advantage, otherwise we'll do another one. That is so far 18. Does an 18 fail or succeed? Question mark?
I would say 18 is a good success number to be at here, so...
Okay, if it's okay, then I will say that. Okay.
Okay, 18. Yeah, so I'll say, I mean, you more or less, you don't see him so much as you see his outline, but you do see, like, the general, like, direction he's heading in, Not really, like, a specific road, but, like, like, north-south, kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I'll say you can attempt to make a history check with advantage for succeeding that, to better remember what's in that area.
It's gonna be so easy. Actually,
Let's
let
go.
me remove the one that rolled in that one and just exchange that for something else. Okay. I assume a 13 wouldn't be enough.
That's gonna fail, yeah.
I am going to add my tactical mind to hopefully potentially turn this into something better here. That makes it a 19.
A 19, okay. Hang on, let me think. Yes, I would say that's a success. So I'll say you're able to negotiate certain alleys, and yes, I know the music cut out. I'm going to break my system. You're going to negotiate your way through a couple of alleys, and you can start to gain a little ground on him, because he's naturally faster, but you can definitely start, like, shortening your gap, knowing maybe not specifically the location he's going to, but gesturing he's heading towards the inner city itself. And kind of, where he's just kind of rampaging in like a bizarro line, you can start like curving sneakily around and getting in closer. Protheus, not really sure what you're doing, but just trusting your sense of judgment and following you. the Grey Lord, like, on his shoulder.
Yeah, this is much bumpier of a ride than when I was on the Minotaur. Ah!
And he just...
At some point, if the range ever would allow it, or if there's ever like a point in the space where Lyra would be able to get like a little bit ahead, or like throw something ahead of where Dradis is going, I would like to try and attempt to wrap some rope around my... That's not gonna work, actually. I've just realized, because that is just gonna... That is gonna be never... Ah?
I'd like to
Okay,
throw my
hear me
javelin
out.
into his gut and, like,
No.
not piss him off.
Hear me out. Throwing a spear at like potentially a like cracked like wooden board building somewhere in front of where Dradius is running, and then as the like with like some rope attached to the back of it, and as it's flying, grabbing onto the rope to like straighten it out as it like hits the building to potentially have Dradius run into that and maybe through that fall over or some other
go
positive
prone.
side effect. Something. I will
say it's
point.
yeah, I would say it's definitely a possibility if that comes up.
Yeah.
All right, so
It's
you're
certainly try.
yeah, you're kind of. I mean, he's got, like I said, he's like 500 feet ahead, and now you're slowly like cutting that number down by trying to get in closer. So, all right, then we're going to pan even further behind to where Warren is as you're trudging along. Now that things have happened the way you didn't intend for them to, what's going on in your mind, and what are you doing as you're giving chase?
Yeah, Warren is currently going for like an unsettling high amount of emotions right now, like mostly grief and distress. After trying to help the one bugbear and bringing him back, the very literal and metaphorical blood that's on his hands, he has not tried to wipe away yet, and any that he has even attempted to has mostly just left like a bloody handprint on like the mask on his hip and just going down his chest a little bit. He's trying to keep pace, but his mind is all over the place. He can barely see straight as he's kind of just going through this whirlwind of emotions.
Okay. Well, then we go on for a while as you all give chase. I am going to do something here. Interesting.
Does Protheus do anything? Oh, haha, actually, Protheus, in theory, because he's not here, so fuck him, we're using his resources. He
fair.
has Longstrider, that he could buff, either the entire, group, as in, well, I guess himself and Lyra, because the Grey Lord is just on someone, I guess.
I mean, I don't go that fast, but if you really wanted me to...
So we could have him cast Longstrider either on the entire group so that all of them can catch up quicker, or just on one of them.
If I must.
But that is
You're so
Protheus'
demanding,
character.
Lyra. She wouldn't have even suggested it. It has to be his idea in that situation. If that's what you all... I mean, yeah, until he shows up, you guys are in control of him, so if that's what you want him to do.
Yeah, I mean, it's a first level spell. We're probably gonna long rest at some point. I think he probably has all his spell slots because we long rested sometime in the last session, and he's not updated his character sheet, so fuck knows.
And
Yeah,
he
he
didn't
should have
participate in the combat last session
Yeah,
either,
he chose to stay out of that, so...
nothing should be spent.
No, yeah, he should have
we'll
all
just
those.
and we'll just make that the entire triple group. All three of them have Longstrider enabled, then fucker.
All right, then as you're running, he'll just start. This is taking too long. I have an idea. Adia Mayaso, give us the strength of more speed. And with a little flash of his hands, little blue symbols materialize around all of you, and they fuse into yourselves. The Grey Lord trying to run away from them, but they're not going to get away from. They're not going to leave him alone. And specifically, you and him get really tight calves as you speed up.
Hell yeah.
Remember when we Longstrider the horse?
Oh my god, that shit was so funny.
It had an adverse effect because I thought it would be funny.
Yep.
It's only good on actual humanoids, so...
Oh my gosh, I think I feel something about to propel me forward! Oh, sorry, nope, nothing.
Bro shot himself, what the hell?
I really hope that wasn't near me. All right, then you two, you start equaling, if not even improving upon your speed compared to Dradius. So, now I'm gonna shift ahead again. All right, so Dradius, you have officially made your way into like one of the little openings in the inner walls, and you have ran into the inner city. As you run ahead, there is some rich folk currently taking their carriage across the middle of the road as they are trying to move some resources from one location to another. It's directly in your way. What are you gonna do about that?
I think in this moment, I think he's gonna try to leap over it.
Okay.
See if he can't muster up the strength in his legs to just kind of like hop on over. What kind of check do you want me to make here?
Either athletics or acrobatics, please.
You got it.
The higher the roll, the more likely you'll strike a cool pose at the end.
Yeah.
In the middle of all this emotional turmoil, he's mid-air, he hits a fucking Vogue pose flawlessly, straight faces it, lands, goes back to anguish, and keeps running.
Yeah. Well, even when you're that angry, if you got the moment, you gotta take it, so...
You gotta take it. Got to. You can't not. So you 16.
16. Okay. All right, sadly, you don't get the cool pose, but you are able to jump over it. So as you just kind of just, whoo, and then like barrel roll, and then instantly you're back on your feet and just charging ahead. And they're just like, ah, like one falls off the carriage as they totally thought they were gonna get knocked over. So, and you barrel your way through some trees into the foresty area. Everything looks a lot more nature-rific in here. It's one of the few areas that wasn't really destroyed after the corruption, just because there was really no reason, at least early on, for anything to come in here. So you are kind of lost amongst the park. There's a stone fountain that is currently not working and producing water. As you pass by, there's some benches in the ground, but otherwise it is all just some slightly overgrown that needs to be trimmed grass and large, luscious trees around. How do you react to all this?
I think under the cover of the trees, having a moment finally where all seems kind of quiet. I think at this point, Dradius kind of like starts wrestling within his inner mind, trying to understand his feelings, trying to calm himself. Trying to like kind of get himself back under control, while also still just wrestling with all of like the stresses of the past like few days, a few weeks, I guess. Like, or how long was our downtime again? Was it 6 days?
Yes.
5 days, I think.
Yeah.
Or 5 days.
5 days, something like that.
Yeah.
It was something like yeah. So yeah, I mean, I think he's just like kind of remember everything he's been through, going through his own past memories. Going through some things that have happened recently that have trudged up a lot of those memories, and just the pain of like not only just the physical pain that he experienced during the fight, but also like the emotional pain of seeing like his friends, like people who have trusted him for a long time now, just kind of look at him in horror as a monster, essentially. And that's kind of too much to bear for him, as he just is going to kind of wander aimlessly, trying to get himself somewhat under control if he can.
Okay. Then while you're doing that, Lyra, you and Protheus spotted a large, one-horned furry person running into the inner city.
Mm-hmm.
What you
Well,
doing?
we'll follow it. We'll follow the large, one-horned furry person who we definitely don't know who that is.
It turns around
flying purple.
on.
Yeah, we'll try and follow him, and then if we lose sight of him, keep track of his bigger footsteps on the ground.
All right.
You got footsteps.
I will say you were able to, chase him down and catching up slowly but surely until you get to that large park. That's where, any sight of him completely vanishes amongst the dense woods. Why don't you give me a Give me oh gosh. I would say survival check to see how well you can track him in there.
Gladly, I have a proficiency on this, so don't fail me now, little D20.
Don't fail me now.
That one.
That's not well. It's a 15 total so far.
15. Okay. This one's a bit harder to really fail and succeed. It's just kind of the better you roll, the better your chances of finding them. So I'll definitely say you're able to spot his footsteps. They're a bit like uneven, and it will like take you a bit more extra time, but you are able to track him.
Okay. Then once we see him, what is he sitting down now? What do we see when we?
Hang on, we gotta go see. We gotta go check in on Warren.
Okay, we gotta see
He's
what.
still behind. Yeah. All right.
Oh, my bad.
All right. Let me run over here and talk to Warren now. So Warren, you are still in the bit of the outer city because you've been really far behind in all this. You're still, honestly, at this point, you might need to give me a. Let me think what I would want you to roll
What do
for
you
you.
need?
Honestly, I might need you to give me an investigation check to see if you can even figure out where the rest of them have gone. 'Cause you're
Fair
really
enough.
far.
How's a 13 looking?
I'll say you're able to keep yourself on a rough trail of where you think they're going, so you haven't gotten completely lost from everyone, but it's not the most even kind of pathing you need. I will note, as you race on by, and you see what looks to be like a sign that maybe got knocked over by him, you know, picking up some clues, being like, okay, this way. You see some hoof prints in the ground, really hoping they're from a minotaur and not from a horse. Eventually you bump into a guy, actually. You kind of like knock him over as you like turn a corner around the building. He's just like, "Hey! Ah!" And his hood falls back, he's like got like this really like dirty black cloak, and he's like brushing himself off. He has like a big fluffy mustache. Oi, what's the big idea? I'm just here trying to sell some of my wares, good sir. I don't want any trouble now.
Yeah, whatever. I'm sorry. Let me help you with that. And if I've knocked anything over, Warren will take at least just a moment to like help at least pick up as much as he can.
He does have like a very large satchel that kind of fell off him, but yeah, if he takes it and like wraps it around his shoulder, and like he fixes his hair as you hand it to him. Well, that's quite all right then. You seem awfully distressed. Did something terrible happen?
You wouldn't believe the half of it, buddy. Yeah, have a good day. And Warren is just gonna keep going.
As you take off, he's like, wait, hold on. Is it something bad like magical, or something bad like you know, physical? Cause I can help with magical.
As far as I'm aware, not magic, just really bad.
Well, all right, but my name's Shelby. If you ever need some assistance with that there magical mishappens, come find me. I'm around.
Yeah, Warren is gonna take a second like that. Shelby, funky mustache. Oh, I misspelled that. It's fucky mustache. I will keep that. Fantastic typo.
Yeah, as is.
Right.
Even in distress.
Even in my mind, it was like meant to be funky, but I don't know how. But I hit the C instead of the N. They are quite far apart. I don't know how I made that error.
You got a whole 2 letters in between that, but all right.
There's a whole 2 letters there. What the hell?
2? Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Silly me. Silly rabbit. V and B are in the way. All right. So and then you're just gonna keep on chugging along.
Yep.
All right.
Keep it on.
Keep it on.
We were gonna go back since we're half chasing still.
Whenever we switch back to Warren, it's just like dun, dun, dun.
Yeah. Maybe let's stop the music from stopping if I only play 2 minutes of each track. All right. So deep in the park, surrounded by all the trees, Dradius, your mind is, I'm sure, quite the whirlwind of emotions and frustrations.
Mm-hmm.
You are not alone in here. There are heavy footsteps that begin to approach. You almost feel like there are people all around, pointing, Some laughing, some looking concerned. But it's just the images of the bark on the tree, some of them carved up, some of them looking old. There's a couple of, like, empty stumps around there. There's no trees at all. Eventually, the footsteps coalesce into one position, and you're able to kind of track their location. And out comes who you once remember being in here, perhaps. The two-headed orc, Harley and Barley, the brothers that have been inseparable since birth. Ba-doom-tsh. Thank you.
That's very funny.
And they step out, large, rusty, not so much a battle axe, just a tree-chopping axe in hand. All right. Left foot, yep, then right foot. Keep going, come on. Nope, that's a stump. Don't trip over that. I said, and then they fall over. I said don't step there. I'm sorry, brother, I didn't see it. Of course you can't see it. Hang on, there's someone... Oh, it's, Name. Nope, it lost me. Minotaur Man! Would you pick us up? You're embarrassing me. Oh, yes. And they awkwardly, like, stumble back up, because if you remember, the one in charge of the whole body is blind, so...
Yeah.
And so he stands up. He stands up. How are you Turn us around! Because they are facing the wrong way, and so he steps around. And stop. No, more to the left. Other left. How's this? Better. Yeah, and then, like, he awkwardly, with the one hand he barely has control over, kind of points out at you. What brings you to our neck of the woods again? You seem very hostile, which is why we will not approach. Approach? Do not approach him.
Yeah.
Treat no treat. Treat no treat.
Yeah, no, they can definitely tell that, like, something's not right. Draddy seems to be kind of, like, itching to pull a weapon out, because I think there's a part of his mind that is like, I've seen monsters like this before, and normally he is in, like, this sort of fight or flight, or actually just more like fight, really, with Draddy, as there really is no flight at this point. Like, he is 100% like in survival mode at this point, but I think he's got enough of his bearings to not immediately go hostile, because I think he recognizes the voices of, you know, Harley and Barley.
Okay.
He's gonna kind of like, hesitantly kind of like take a step forward, shake his head. Thaddeus is lost, and he's breathing heavy, and, like, again, he's just kind of like gripping his head, just like trying to make sense of, like, everything around him.
Okay. I see you are very distressed about that. Let me think for a second. Should I sing to him, brother? Do not start singing. The gods are in their holy temple, and here we stand together. Would you stop? You're not even singing on key. I don't know what that means.
You know what, King? I'm gonna roll a wisdom save for that.
No, oh, gosh.
It's like an attack on his ears.
Oh shit! Oh my God.
Senses like body violently attacked today. What the fuck?
Don't kill one of the established NPCs already.
No. I'm kidding.
Alrighty.
I'm not gonna do that.
Aw, boring.
It'd be pretty funny.
I'm not having you roll.
I will say no. I will say, like, yeah, the singing's definitely, like, off key, and it's not. Yeah, well, I mean, I wouldn't say it's not helping, because I think there's something in that, like, just that gesture alone that speaks to Dradius and right, like, some of his memories.
Here, we'll roll a nature check since you're an animal.
Sure, yeah. That works. Animal handling, like,
yeah, we'll roll animal handling, not for them. I mean, yeah, they have decent animal handling. Let me look here, because they're, you know, they basically live in the wild. Okay, that's a 16 as they approach a little, not closing the distance completely, but getting like half the distance closer, and it's just kind of like holding their hands out, like he tells them, like, stash the axe, and they're just like, they get a little closer. You don't need to worry. Nothing's gonna happen to you here. You're one with nature here. What does that mean? I don't know. I heard a druid say it once. But here with us, it's just us, freaks of nature here. And then when you're with us, stop singing. That's not helping. Okay, I'll save it.
Yeah, you see Jadius, like, there's a bit of calmness that kind of washes over him in this moment as he is gonna like kind of stumble over to like a nearby tree, sit down and like lean his back up against it and just like control his breathing a little bit more. You can see the muscles in his body have like started to loosen up a bit as he kind of slowly starts to come back to his senses. Thank you, friends.
Did you hear that, brother? We made a friend! Don't ruin it now. Hey, have us sit down. How do I do that? We sit. And they just, like, drop to the ground with a thud. Ah, our tailbone. I meant, like, slowly. Well, suggest that next time. Look, they're, Dradius, because the upside to not knowing your name, you say it in the third person.
I say it all the time,
yeah.
yes.
It's not really any of our business what happened to you, but if you need someone to speak with, we are here to listen. Honestly, yeah, we need something to talk about. It is rather quite boring down here all the time. I mean, these days, if I can't see anything, at least I get to listen to some things. Stop making us sound like the problem. But it is okay to be lost. We find ourselves lost all the time. Especially when we're in, a new place. That's why we live out here. People don't really come to bother us, especially after you spoke on our behalf. And it's okay to just be with your thoughts sometimes. What are your thoughts telling you right now? You hear tap, tap, tap on your microphone. Dradius, this is your subconscious speaking. Your thoughts are all whirly birdie, and they're muffling me. You can't even hear me anymore. Dradius, can you hear me? And your subconscious gets like muffled by your thoughts.
Incredible. Yeah, Dradius kind of in breathing and like trying to like keep his, his emotions in check. He kind of like looks at them. Dradius is very torn. Dradius was with his friends. They were having good time, gambling, drinking, and celebrating victory over slaying the evil queen. It was meant to just be simple little scuffle, little bar fight, nothing crazy. But Dradius, he snapped. Unlike, well, Dradius has not felt like this in quite some time. He's lost control like this. And he may have killed people he was not supposed to. Didn't want to. And the look on his friends' faces. And they looked at him the way that all people look at Dradius. People who don't know him, people who just see him as nothing more than monster. Dradius could not bear those looks. Dradius does not want to be monster.
They look a little stunned, but show faces of empathy still. That's difficult. You did something you shouldn't have, but you show here and now that you didn't want to. Something came over you. There have been times, and he like stops, and then the blind one kind of just looks in your general direction. I did that too one time. I killed someone. Barley? No, I should say it. We were getting made fun of, and I didn't care because I'm used to being kind of a waste of space. But I'm the one with the body, and my brother's the one with the brains, and I lost it. I reached out for the man, and I went to tell him to stop it and push him. Oh, because I can't see, I shoved him somewhere I shouldn't have, and he never got up again. And that's how we got chased out of our first ever home. It wasn't easy, but I don't blame him for it. It was a horrible situation. When you're like us, when you're so different, and not many understand you, it is hard to know the right thing at the right time, and it is hard to not want to lash out. The frustrations of not understanding yourself, your place in this world. It made us bitter, but we realized if we didn't cause problems, as easy as it may sound, life was simpler. It was easier. And you've got it better than we do. You have friends, people who want to be around you. They're not concerned with you. At least not till this. It is not easy being able to control one's emotions when everything feels like it's against you, but well, we believe there is a place for everyone in this world, even someone as different as, well, the 2/1 of us. Indeed, we found, a place for ourselves, and this city hasn't kicked us out yet. I hope. I don't know, they're kind of worried about the whole werewolf thing rather than us right now. That's maybe a different story. The important thing is, if you have it within you to want to do better, you can make the effort to overcome these challenges you face. I don't know how, but, well, do you wish to be better than you are?
Yeah, Dredes just kind of slowly nods his head.
Then that's already the first step. It may not be easy. You may not even be given the chances you wish for, but you have to make the effort. When you do wrong, you have to do right at least twice as much to try and make up for it. Taking lives is the lives of those that did not deserve to be taken. That means you gotta do a lot of right to try and make up for it, if you ever can, but you can't run away from it either. That's what we did, and we're branded monsters. If you don't want to be branded a monster, then you need to act like one that isn't. Monsters rampage. They don't care about others. It's not how you look. It's what you do with your actions. Wow, brother, I didn't realize you were so, philosophically. I don't think that's the word, but I don't know it either. And it's... We've been alive for 30-something years now, and we just tried to grow from our experiences. We're still learning. I can't tell you how to live your life. I can't even tell you what to do to make up for what you did, but you need to put yourself in a position where people won't be afraid of you, however much that might be.
And if Dredes cannot control, when he loses it again, how will his friends continue to trust him? Dredes does not want to lose them.
Well, we don't really know anything about keeping friends. We only have each other. But, well, we have you, because you said that, and, well, let me think. How would I want to keep you if I did something horrible to you? You'd probably kill us, so I wouldn't have to worry about you being afraid. Well, if I wronged you, I'd try and do right by you. Or to earn your trust, I need to do things that would prove we're trustworthy, like showing that we're not as dangerous as we are. How would we do that, brother? Easier said than done, but I don't know, a way to, some people get locked up for a period of time, or they take a vow not to take up arms. Though, you might need your axe for things, so you probably can't throw that away. Maybe
This
if you
does
let...
not like the idea of being locked in a cage either.
Well, you need to think of something else. Rack that noggin of yours and think, how can you show you're not as threatening as you are? Whether that be letting them understand you better, or finding some way to suppress your rage, however that might be. Or I mean, I guess you could get drunk all the time, where you naturally are, like, have no inhibitions, but that could also make you more dangerous, or it could poison you because you can't drink that much. I might be overthinking it again.
Yeah, he's saying that, Drydas is kind of like looking at him and just shaking his head, like that drinking might have exacerbated the problem from earlier.
Well, you know, you might not figure it out right away, but perhaps you'll find something that you can do to show your trust. The main thing is admitting to your faults and your weaknesses and trying to fix them if you can. You know, you say you get really angry. Well, find a way to not get really angry. Ah, yeah, like you could just control your emotions like that. Well, I'm trying. I don't normally do this. Should I start taking notes? You can't write. Well, neither can you!
As they're kind of like bickering, Drydas is like sort of thinking to himself. They mentioned like whenever you do wrong by someone, you have to do good. You have to do good. You have to do twice as good to like make up for it. Drydas is never like strength is always something that has come naturally to him, and he's always used it for survival, or he's used it for like winning a fight. Imposing his will, and he thinks back to some other minotaurs that he's met once before in this city, and he reaches into his bag and pulls out the Cult of Apis patch and just kind of looks at it for a second and thinks about maybe another way to use his strength that might be more beneficial than harmful.
Good. I will say, as you start pondering, that is when some rustling through the bushes yields some familiar faces as Lyra, Protheus, and a kind of nauseous rat make their way into the little clearing that you guys are in. Ah, we have guests. Who is it? Do I know them? Well, they're the people that were joined with Dradius earlier. Oh, yes, the, Oh, I couldn't see them, so I don't really know what they look like, but, you know, I think there was a couple of, Yes, there's actually one I don't recognize. New friends! Alright, calm down. Don't get too eager.
Guys, I think I see him. That's him over there.
No, that is a two-headed orc.
No, that's him over there. I mispointed.
Yeah, after seeing them into the clearing, Dradius like gets up, puts the patch away for a moment, and he's just gonna slowly and cautiously kind of walk up to them, you know, making him appear as not as much of a threat as possible, knowing, you know, Lyra's tendencies.
I don't know what you're talking about, man.
She beheads him immediately.
No.
Huh, roll a new character.
Yeah, I assume like all the other two will follow. Like Lyra will also like walk up towards Dradius. You've disobeyed Warren's direct order, sir. The punishment for that, and you'll see her draw out her sword, is death.
I think the Great Lord's gonna jump on your wrist. Wait! And he like lands on it to try and like push your hand back in, even though he's not strong enough.
Can we like maybe discuss this first? Warren didn't say kill him now, did he?
Correct, sir. Warren will have a final conversation with you before your head is taken.
Johnny's weirdly enough actually kind of chuckles at that. Like I think he's like I think he's like been with you long enough to know, like, even though you are like being serious, like in the like he understands like that it's just simply like your way of like, you know, like doing things and like understanding the world. And he's gonna look, you know, he sees you and Protheus. Friends, Darius is so sorry. That was never meant to happen. Darius understands if you can no longer trust him. But where is Warren? Is he with you?
Not yet, but I'm sure he'll be on his way. I didn't cast Longstrider on him, so... And he was trying to clean up the mess you left behind when you stormed off. What exactly happened to you?
Yeah, Drades gets a little sheepish at Protheus's words. Well, it was probably a mixture of drinking a bit too much and getting a little too excited during the fight. Does not happen to Drades often when he gives into the rageful power inside of him, but it was something that Drades dealt with in his younger years. This sort of it's not. Drades is not sure he has the words to explain it, but it is almost as if Drades acts like fully wild animal, loses control of himself, loses sight of who is around him and what he is doing, and tries to fight and survive with everything he has. It is old habit of his that has been very difficult to break.
I will say, Warren, you do start to overhear a bit of this conversation as you make your way, trying to stop the branches from smacking your face as you carve your way through the woods and pop out in the clearing with them.
Ouch! Ouch!
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, because he's like in a hurry. Oh look, there's. Oh, sorry, brother. No, it's fine. You keep doing that to me. There's the other one of their group. All right, they're all united again. I am fascinated. Do you have any popcorn? We're in the middle of the woods. What do you... No, I don't have popcorn. Well, this is a really exciting story. I hope they make up. I hope one pair of them gets together and kisses. Yeah, stop it. That's disturbing. I don't know. I like a good romance angle. That's not happening here. They're a group of... We're not doing that. Just shut up and watch. I mean, listen.
I kiss someone.
Yeah, before... Yeah, as he sees like Warren kind of into the clearing, before he even has a chance to say anything, he's going to like stand up straight, look at Warren, and you can start to see like little tears form in his eyes. Warren, Drades is so sorry for not listening to you, not following what you said, losing control like that. He's gonna clasp his hands at his side, and he's gonna like fucking throw his head like down in like a really like low bow, so much that his horn like goes straight into the earth. And he's just gonna be like, "Please forgive Drades."
Oh, how could anyone say no to that? He says, rolling his eyes.
It is worth noting that since Warren has kind of entered like this very literal, metaphorical scene of sorts, he has been very like, where he would usually be quite relaxed in his posture, like, you know, a bit of a confident swagger and a bit of an ego about it. Like, there is nothing but like just a rigid calmness to like how he's holding himself as he looks down at Dradius. Like, not even like looking as if to be like, oh yeah, I'm looking down at someone. Like, he's glaring.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Damn, you made Warren break character.
You had. You had your orders. No one was to die. I will allow you to keep living. And hell, you can even stay with us. But if you raise that axe again, and I so much as, even for a second, think it could be a threat to Lyra, I will make sure no one remembers you.
Yeah, Dradius picks his head back up.
Struggles as his
Looks
horn
at
comes
you.
out of the ground.
Yeah. There's like a little a clod of like dirt and grass that like sticks to it as he like pulls himself back up. Looks to you like some tears like still kind of like streaming down his face in this moment, but he wipes them away, kind of sniffles a bit, and just gives you a nod. There's Dradius does not wish to break your trust in him. This was never meant to happen. Charlie's never wanted to kill any of them. But he will be better. I promise.
Yeah, we'll see about that. Words at this point in time mean very little to me. And like, after Warren's like let that just kind of sit for a minute, he's going to like very intentionally, he's going to just kind of adjust where he's standing so he is between Lyra and Dradius.
Damn. So the Minotaur lives, Warren?
Yeah. If he crosses a line, or if I deem it necessary, I will tell you when.
The captain would have your head for letting him live.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna have his soon, so he can fucking bite me.
I think he uses a sword, Warren.
Very well. Like it's very clear that Warren is done with this shit because he's not even like entertaining the very like clear. Yeah.
And Lara will put away her sword as well. And now, keeping an eye out on the evil Minotaur.
King, I make an investigation check to see if he's being evil today. Yay, so we're all friends again? Does that mean we can go get drunk?
Haven't you had enough already?
Nope.
I'll supply you with some food at some point. I don't think this one needs any more alcohol.
Oh, then I call dibs on his portion.
God damn it.
You want him in the group, I'm going to be as obnoxious with him as I can.
I respect it.
Yeah.
I respect it. Alright. Well, when you are all ready to get a move on, and when some of us have cleaned ourselves up, he says, side-eyeing Dradius, we'll go continue our patrol through the city. And I don't know, we'll see if they'll still accept us back in at that little safe house. Otherwise, we might need to find other accommodation if word is spread.
Understood, Warren. And Lara will position herself just ready and waiting.
Yeah, as the group kind of like starts to make their way out of the forest, Drydis will look back at Harley and Barley, give them like a little somber wave, and just say, "Thank you, both of you."
No problem. Just remember our chats and, always seek to do better. Okay, bye. It was nice talking to you. You're killing the moment. Well, we don't get to chat a lot. Come visit us again sometime. We don't care if you kill people. Stop talking like that. We're trying to fit in here. You're welcome. Yeah. Good luck with your friends. I hope it all works out for you. There, that's how you finish a conversation.
Before Dradius returns to the group, Warren will... Yes, I'm playing Warren now. Hell yeah.
Hi guys, I'm Lyra.
Wait, who am I then?
You're Harley and Barley.
Ah, shit. Again? Patrick? Who am I? No, you're Patrick. Oh, okay. Fuck. All right, go ahead. Sorry.
You behave very rarely like this, Warren. Are you angry that he didn't follow your orders?
When the time comes, I will explain it. Right now, I have stuff to figure out.
Understood. I will wait.
And with that, Warren's just going to start just leading the way to kind of just patrol the city at, as it is, like keeping an eye out for any of those werewolf night hellhound motherfuckers. Occasionally just kind of like muttering to himself as he goes, just like, you know, shit like, oh, there's so much blood, fuck, so much fucking blood. As he's leading them.
Oh no, I think he's lost his mind. He's talking to his inner voice again.
Well, if he's saying it loud enough at some point, Lara would look around and, is there so much blood? So much fucking blood on the street?
Damn it.
Real shit, King. Is there blood? So much fucking blood anywhere?
I'll roll for it.
Hell yeah.
That's an 8. I'm gonna say no, because lower numbers mean
Okay,
boring.
there's little blood, very little fucking blood.
Okay.
Yeah. Not much blood,
that
very
case-
not much wonderful blood.
In that case, Warren says it loud enough and Lara notices that there's not enough blood here to really count for so much fucking blood. Right. There isn't that much blood here, Warren.
No, not here. On that, there was so much. I don't think I'm gonna sleep well for a while.
We've seen more blood before, Warren. Specifically recently in the Reaver base, where we took down 20 or so of them.
Yeah, that was a lot of blood, but no, this was different. This was unnecessary. This was unneeded blood.
I need it because you didn't order so, Warren.
Yeah.
Shall we share a room? And I can read you one of my books to help you sleep.
It's been a while since you've done that for me, kid. Why not? We'll do that.
Understood, Warren.
That Warren is just continuing, like, just locked the fuck in, just fully patrol mode. Like, he is just remaining vigilant for anything that just stands out as this could be trouble.
Okay. I'll be honest with you. The rest of your time searching and exploring, not a lot goes on. There is a... It is rather quite interesting, the fact that there's no baddies around, but...
Would you
there
say
are-
enough has happened over this down period of time that we get another level up?
Oh my god. Everyone except Tradis, of course.
No!
Yeah, of course, because, like, you know, like, Dradius doesn't feel guilt or sadness. He's feeling remorse that he got caught. Warren is feeling really sad because, you know, the script says so. It says main character is downtrodden and sad in this arc.
Yeah, but when you think about it...
And stupid Minotaur who doesn't listen to the main character's orders doesn't feel sad at all.
Yeah, side character with 3 lines of dialogue per episode does not feel sad.
Per episode?
per episode, yes.
Episode. No, but that wouldn't make sense because, you know, Drades is the only one who got all the experience points by killing a bunch of, that might be too soon.
If we kill
him,
we absorb his experience points.
No,
Yeah,
I
that's
call
a lot
dibs.
of
I want to
experience
feast on
points
his
right now.
experience.
It's just all like it's just all the little green orbs that pop out like in Minecraft.
Oh, exactly.
God, we're terrible.
We are terrible, but it works. The dynamic's here.
But it works. It just works.
Nobody levels
So
up
can you
yet.
mention? Aw. So can you mention the roads are like there's no baddies here? Are there good people here? Are there neutral people here? Are there any people here? Are
There's
there
a few-
animals here?
Is this a
Oh my
ghost town?
No, it's not a ghost town. There's a few soldiers out and about now, especially after word has spread that the queen has been dealt with. There's the occasional townsfolk kind of just like talking to soldiers, not really going about their days. You see a lot of people kind of in their homes, almost like, if they were hiding in the basement or whatever, they've at least come out like to the top parts of their houses. It's still quite desolate, but that eerie quiet that was there before has kind of dissipated. There's at least some activity. It's just not still the bustling landscape you remember it as, so.
Okay.
That kind of makes sense.
Interesting, okay. Then I guess, unless anyone else has got anything they want to do on the agenda, Warren is more so just going to keep patrolling until it starts becoming nighttime. Just kind of lock the fuck in.
Yeah, anyone want to do anything? Or you're just welcome to, wait out the
Yeah,
day?
Travis is just kind of like solemnly following everybody else right now, like not wanting to put himself out and, just kind of show his obedience, so to speak.
Oh.
I'll collar you yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I have anything. Can Protheus do anything cool over like walking around? He can use like detect magic to detect if there's evil magic around us.
Well,
at any
while this is
point. I
being
don't
done,
know.
I'm going to go grab myself a beer.
Based.
Oh.
I'm getting
Yeah.
into the depressed Aaron Warren. Yeah, I'm getting
Depressed Aaron.
into the depressed Warren era,
Mm.
properly
Aaron Yeager.
with a beer.
That's fair.
Eden Yeager.
Yeah, but I don't see anything that Protheus could do either that would be like helpful during our thing. Lara doesn't have anything to do, she's just following Warren, staying close near him, paying a little bit more attention to Dradius's movements, in case he ever like reaches for any of his weapons. Just keep an eye out for that.
Jeez, no wonder Warren's the main character. None of you have anything going on in your lives that aren't dependent on him. Gosh! All right, so
All right, zoom over to Eric. Come on.
no. Too young right now. All right, I said no children
Yeah.
is the main character. So
Yeah, fair enough.
What's going on? Harry.
Kieran,
I saw
Hawk
Harry
is trying
mention-
to make it campaign 5 again. Make him stop.
Julian, next campaign.
Okay, yeah, next game we'll make a
Next
campaign 5. Okay,
campaign.
yeah.
All right. So then, if you're all good, then as the sun slowly starts to set and the sky slowly starts to dim and turn more and more orange, you make your way back down into the little safe haven bunker. The doors, you don't even need a password anymore since you're so recognizable. They do let you in. Though once you enter, a lot of the ongoing murmuring kind of settles and it's very quiet and in the distance as some people start like looking towards all of you.
Because we're so proud of us.
Eventually,
so cool. and
Kren
awesome.
steps out. There you all are. Would you mind accompanying me over here for a moment? And he gestures to like this like enclosed, not enclosed room. It's just like there's just like a curtain in front of it. But you don't see anyone else in there. It's just him. So
Dad's gonna have a talk with us.
Yup, we're gonna
Damn.
get told off.
Oh, we're gonna get the belt.
do you go in there with him?
Yeah, Warren just kind of looks over into the direction, lead the way.
So he pulls like the curtain aside. You all go in, and he closes himself in with all of you. All right, great. And he puts his hands on his hips. So well, he doesn't even like know how to like start this. He's just kind of like, what the fuck? I get a fire brim message from one of the guys that runs one of the slightly illegal gambling centers up there. I didn't even know those were still in business, and he tells me you just started killing people. Please tell me they were turning into werewolf nights, like in the middle of things, because he sounded like he wanted your heads mounted on a wall somewhere.
It was only meant to be a harmless scrap, like a typical tavern brawl kind of vibe. That's how it was meant to be. And then I was going to patch everyone up, and we were going to get drinks. That's how it was going to be. Someone lost control. 3 people were murdered. And I couldn't do anything to prevent it.
He like pinches the bridge of his nose and like closes his eyes. So you mean to tell me, when I advise that you go out and try to recoup and enjoy yourselves a bit, you took that as to go into a club, start a fight that you instigated, and then it got out of control, the fight that you instigated, and then the people that you instigated against wound up dead? Do I have that all figured out?
It's not my proudest moment.
Oh, God. My job wasn't hard enough.
Look, I noticed a lot of silence as soon as we walked in. If it makes everyone a lot more comfortable, we will leave and we'll only really rock up when you need us. We'll continue to aid where we can because it's the least we can do for not only the trouble we've caused, but also because we have, from the very word go, been looking out for you where we can.
I'm grateful for that, but you don't understand the position I've been put in, Warren. People are out there concerned now. The potential future king and his grand heroes of the kingdom, just their idea of a fun time. Rumors are spreading that, you did it for the hell of it. I'm not saying that is what happened, but it is hard to get a lock on things, especially after all the bullshit that has been going on. People are calling for your imprisonment, or at this point I might be forced to expel you from this nation, and I do not wish to do that because you are the saviors. You are the ones I have been relying on to ensure we can get ourselves back on our own feet. There are people wanting the execution of Dradius now, and I know you would fight to protect him, and that is not what I wish for either. I'm grateful you still wish to help after all this, but you go from being just people that have entered our nation to being the ones to stop whatever has been going on here to committing murder. Even if it was not intentional, it is still murder. And if I want to be the ruler, I cannot simply just allow that to go unpunished to some regard. And yet I can't bring myself to do it, which means I must be a fool.
Just do what you must. Oh, you go.
Yeah, Dredius at this point, like, he's been kind of like looking down, like, in shame this whole time, and like at the mention of hearing that people are calling for his execution, there's a moment of like solemnity that like washes over him of like it's happened again. Like he has found himself in a place where people do not trust him and view him as a monster once more. Before Warren is about to like, speak, he kind of just says, Granted, this is not Warren's fault. Dradius was the one who lost control, and things ended up the way that they did because of me. Allow me to take whatever punishment you deem necessary to put these people's mind at ease. Dradius does not want them to lose trust in his friends. They did nothing wrong.
How noble. Alright. I need to find a way to ease these tensions. I will try talking to everyone, but this is serious, you realize. I mean, regardless of the state of mind you found yourself in, you murdered people. And even if they weren't the most savory individuals, you didn't prevent them from doing anything. You just aggressed upon them. So, I'm not going to execute you. I do not wish to start my rule like that. But this would be so much easier if everything was in tip-top shape. I could just simply say leave and never return and give you some rations to just go about your way, and it would be no more concern to any of you either, but I can't risk giving you up just yet. You are heroes to this kingdom, and I wish to see you redeemed, if anything. Alright, for the time being, your group is to make no further actions. You're going to stay down here where the guard can keep an eye on you. If I can keep you away from the citizens, at least they will be at ease. I am going to find at least a temporary solution to do that. I'm going to send out feelers to try and find someone who can maybe help us resolve this situation. In the meantime, you are to remain here. Consider that your temporary punishment.
His nods. Yes, that will be fine. If there's anything else that Torres can do to help, just let me know.
You have all helped quite enough. For now, just stay here and try not to do anything else too rash. I need to start fanning these flames. If you'll excuse me, he says, like, trying to, like, right his composure and then stepping out of the room.
You guys are in trouble. Oh, darn it, I'm a part of this group. That means I'm in trouble too. Fuck.
Yeah, well, thankfully, I don't think they're in the right minds to be hanging rats, so at least you'll get out of this quite easy.
I will take that win where I can get it. But that doesn't mean I want to see you guys get taken out.
Yeah, me neither. I've still got unfinished business, but if it comes to it, I don't know, we've done enough damage. Part of me says that if they've got a punishment for us, I say we just accept it.
There's no reason for either of any of you to be punished for my crimes.
It's my fault. Blood's on my hands as much as it is yours.
It is not your fault, Warren.
Yeah, it is. I gave the order. I started it. This is my fault.
Incorrect. It is Dradius' fault, Warren. He disobeyed you.
I am looking forward to the day, my child, that you learn empathy and understanding. For then you can see that while he did swing the blade, my actions, my instigation, my choices led to innocents dying. And that breaks my heart.
Why do we keep him around then, Warren?
Because just like Adelaide did with me, she believed that I was worth putting enough faith in for a second chance, despite the fact that I was just some bastard fucking crook when she first met me. If she believes in redemption for someone like me, I believe in redemption for that thing.
She'll give you like a little head nod after a couple seconds of silence.
We are in hot water right now. All of us. But hopefully we can make it through it with little to no complications.
We'll manage, Warren.
Yeah, I hope so, kid. I really, really do.
Is this one of the moments from that quote of your book, The Wanderer's Tale? Does this relate?
Oh, you. Yeah, I guess it would be, yeah. Gods, I hate how good your memory is sometimes.
So, you being a hero caused Dradius to act that way, then?
Me having an ego after trying to do right is what caused this kid. I can't deny that in the slightest.
There is still no blood on your hand, Warren. Please remember that.
I appreciate that, kid, but Again, this is a lot more than just literal actions and who did what. Consequences and chance and, oh, dare I say, fucking every action has a consequence, as they say, and, well, me looking to have a simple bar fight just to blow off some steam has led to 3 innocent people being dead. If I hadn't stepped up and instigated, they would still be alive. Doesn't matter that Dradius swung. Doesn't matter that I didn't stab anyone or anything of the sorts. The fact that they died because of my actions. Directly died because of my actions, that is... The blood might very literally be on his hands in this case, but metaphorically, due to cause and effect, it's on mine as well.
Like an infection, Warren.
Not quite. An infection... Actually, no, I think your comparison might be right. Because, you know, due to carelessness and not handling things properly, something that has been done has become infected with guilt. And that's what we're dealing with now.
Guilt, Warren.
And a lot of it.
Thing, and then she'll turn her attention towards Dradius.
Jesus fucking Christ. Okay. He just kind of looks at you as you look at him and address him as Thing.
Insane.
How are you going to help Warren get over guilt?
Dradius kind of like blinks a couple of times, like cocks his head, kind of thinks about that for a moment. Not really a question that he was expecting to have to answer.
My bad.
Dradius is unsure how he can help Warren overcome his own guilt. And he'll look at you, Warren, at this point and be like, you should know that though you take much responsibility for instigating the fight, at the end of the day, Dradius is the one who swings the axe at the end of the day. Any lives that are taken ultimately fall on him for taking the action in the first place, whether or not it was of my own control or not. Dradius had talk with Harley and Barley in the woods. He thinks that when perhaps they will allow us to roam once more, I think Dradius is going to look for the cult of Apis. Get some... What is word he's looking for? Do some community service, as it were. Maybe Dradius can use his strength for something that is more constructive than destructive. Perhaps that is how Dradius would get over his own guilt, if it's even possible.
Yeah, I think, well, for you, that would definitely be one hell of a direction to start in. But I don't need you to help with mine. My guilt is not your problem. My guilt is years upon years of bullshit building up and finally just running rampant with actually now being faced with consequences. In the past, fucking what, 14 or so years, you know how many lives I've probably destroyed? How many people I've hurt just to get what I want or what someone else wants? Or the fact that the one time I actually tried to do something just for myself, not only did I seem to break the heart of someone that I care about dearly, but then, like, what, within the span of like 3+ months, the woman I devoted my life to is suddenly snatched up. I'm left for dead. I'm fucking murdered on the spot. And now she's God knows where. And my house is burnt down and I have nothing. My guilt has been building and building as I've been coming to terms with everything, and just with this, it's all coming to a head, and it's unzipping everything, and I fucking hate it.
Do you need to watch the stars, Warren?
I don't think the stars are going to help this one, kid. Unfortunately, I really don't. I am so in over my head right now. I can just feel myself just spiraling. I can feel everything I can feel myself losing grip on just everything.
Goddess has never, like, in the time that he has spent with Warren, has always seen him as like this very positive, very confident, like ruthless at times, of course, but like he's never like seeing him like this and knowing that like Gerardis is in some way responsible, you know, for Warren's current state. There's a moment where he wants to try to like comfort him, but knowing the situation at hand and knowing like what that, like knowing how much he doesn't trust him in this moment, he's just gonna pull back and just kind of let this ride out.
Warren, I suggest we go outside. Keep fresh air inside of yourself.
I would love to, but we have been told to stay here, and stay here we will. Right now, where my head is at, all of that doesn't matter.
It's incorrect, Warren.
Lyra, please just trust me on this. If you truly want to help me get through this and make sure that I come out the other side of this feeling less guilt, then I need to be able to continue to do right by these people and make up for the fuck-ups I've made. I need to prove that. I need to prove that it's all just that how I have been has just all been for show. That I'm not an asshole. That, like, you know, we can actually still be trusted to do right.
Then I suggest we ask people if they need help. Warren? In one of the books I read, that is how the hero redeemed himself after a mistake.
Yeah. We'll give it a few days, so kid. Let everyone settle and kind of realize that we are okay. Okay?
I would prefer it as soon as possible, Warren.
Yeah, well, as soon as possible for you might be more not so in line with how as soon as possible actually is, so it might take a few days before anyone actually trusts us again. If at all.
But you're hurting now, Warren. So we should try fix it now, no?
I've been hurting for a long time, kid. Since we met back in West Ashen, I have been hurting since just before then, and I have been hurting every day since. I have been hanging on with as much as I can. Because I could not stand the idea of you seeing me like this. But this has really, really tipped the scales, okay? I need...
How can I help, Warren?
You can help me, first and foremost, by just taking some you time. Just take some time for yourself, just stay down here, relax, read, just keep yourself occupied, and I am going to... I'm going to do what I've needed to do since that fucking day. And I'm going to lie down and I am just going to rot for a bit. Because what I need right now isn't to be on my feet and pretending anymore. I need time to just think.
Of course, Warren. I will do as you say. However, I would like to read you the book about family that I got earlier, still, tonight. If permitted.
Warren is gonna, almost as if Lyra is his, last lifeline, he's gonna, just wrap his arms around her tightly. And just read whatever you want to me, kid, just... As long as you can promise you'll still be there tomorrow, I will listen to just about fucking anything.
My orders to protect you, Warren. I will not leave your side. Ever.
And with that, Warren is going to break from the hug, and he's going to go find somewhere to lie down. So hopefully somewhere at least relatively comfy. He's going to go lie down and just zone the fuck out. He is looking to just bed rot for a few days now.
Okay. Okay. Emo boy, go ahead and bed rot.
Hell yeah.
That's been me. That's been me the past couple days, honestly.
Warren is curled up in bed, running his fingers through his hair. It's like, cut my life into...
Okay, all right. Don't copyright me. Don't copyright me. All right, so you plop down on a little bedding and go slump. What about the rest of it? Protheus is just gonna be like, good, I finally have some peace and quiet around here, and he's just gonna start reading.
So Warren kills Protheus during the night.
Yeah, hello?
This fucking guy.
This fucking guy.
Read the room, buddy.
Well, if anybody needs me, which I'm sure you will, I'll be at the bar.
And he's gonna scurry on off to Rico and get drunk again. So
I love it here.
That's so funny.
So you guys got a little time. So Lyra, what are you gonna do? I feel like Draddy's just gonna pout for a while. So
Yeah, after Warren leaves the room, Lara looks around the room for a second, and then as there's only Dradys and her in there, she'll walk towards Stradius. Thing, you disobeyed the order because of animals?
Dradis has tendency to lose control from time to time when he gets angry. It is like, have you ever fought wild animal before?
Yes, I've fought bears, deer, and other animals.
It is a lot like that. It is like fighting something that only knows to fight only to survive. It does not care whether the thing in front of it lives or dies.
In that case, he will die soon. You need tactic and control. Of yourself and your feelings.
Right. Any tips you can give me?
You push past them. You feel anything build up inside of you, you ignore it. You put more energy inside of your head. You analyze the battlefield further, and you plan your next move.
That's certainly not the mark of a fucked up individual that needs therapy, but all right.
That's what I'm saying, bro. I've been saying this.
You're too
Johnny's kind of
angry,
like,
feel less. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Just those little, those like when you get angry, just push it down. Just bottle that shit up. Put it away. It'll be fine.
That's a red flag.
Yeah, Dradis is going to just kind of nod at your suggestion. All right. Dradis promises he will get himself under control. But Dradis is counting on you to put him down if it becomes necessary.
Gladly. And then she'll turn around and leave.
He just kind of stands in this room after that, kind of stunned for a little bit.
It'll be my greatest joy to behead you when the time comes.
Yes. And after that, I think he is going to go and find... He's going to find, like, the quiet, secluded place just to kind of contemplate the day's events.
That's fine. People will keep their distance from you anyway, so.
Oh,
you can find
God, bro. Oh, God, stop it. He's already dead. Fuck.
Let's kick him while he's down. All right.
Damn.
Well, I will say, since we got a rodder, a reader, and a retreater. Hey, I did it!
Nice. That was good. That was good. That was really good.
Thank you.
I like it.
I will say I do have a little something for you, Lyra. As you are
Sorry, that just took me by surprise. I'm scared. Now I have to go through all my law document. Okay.
No,
let's
it's
go.
not like that. It just you as you walk out and just kind of start moseying around, trying to resist the urge to go back to Warren's side because he wants to be alone.
Yep.
I will say, finally back in his armor and looking much healthier, Mavis is leaning against the wall. He kind of like, gestures with his head for you to come over to him as he shows a bit of concern on his face for you. Hey, kid, how's it all going? I heard the stories, and I'm going to choose not to believe them because I doubt anyone in your group would actually go out of their way to murder people that don't have it coming.
They are true, sir. The thing has killed 3 people.
The thing?
Yes, and is Stradius in the room, like where Lyra could point towards him?
He's knees to chest in the corner over there. So.
Yeah, and then she'll point towards it. That, sir.
Oh, you mean Dradius, of course. The thing, yes.
Pretty fantastic.
He's like, that's a new one. All right. So he lost control of his emotions, huh?
Correct. As he shouldn't have. But he seems like he's willing to learn and more learn from this moment.
Well, that's a good start then, right? Then we soldiers are trained not to allow our emotions to cloud our ability to fight, but sometimes mistakes are made, and it's important to try and better yourself from them, correct?
Correct.
Well,
Though I cannot classify this as a mistake, sir.
Oh?
He disobeyed an order. Warren specifically tasked us with knocking them out. There was supposed to be no killing. A mistake is an accident. This was on purpose, sir.
There is an interesting thing about emotions, Lyra, that sometimes they work against your very being, your willpower to persevere and follow through on your orders. When they cloud your judgment, they make you act in ways that you might not even expect to. So, I believe I must disagree with you on you saying that were intentional on Dradius' part. Him losing himself could have resulted in something he was not fully able to control, which, though the blame is certainly on him, would not mean he went out of his way to make sure that happened. Wouldn't you agree to that?
I guess it depends, sir. But no. He had control of both of his arms and used them to effectively behead one of the creatures. That, to me, seems to be on purpose.
It could be more complex than that, though you're not entirely wrong. I will give you that. Let me ask you this, then. Because he disobeyed a direct order, even though he's willing to try and prevent that from happening again, what do you think should happen to him?
I think she'll die, sir.
I think he should die, even though he considers you his friend, and you have traveled with him, you have fought alongside him, he has even probably tried to save your life when in great peril. Even after all that, you still believe he should die?
He disobeyed an order, sir. That is simply how it works. You disobey, you die.
I see. He's struggling here. He's trying to crack her shell a little, but I see. Well, Lyra, you enjoy the occasional story, do you not?
Yes, sir.
Well, allow me to tell you one that is true. A long time ago, I was training alongside my younger brother, my very own family. We were trained by our father to be much like you, strong in the mind and in the body. Every time he told us to do something, we did it, without question, because, as you say, we should follow orders or else. And we were very good at what we did. We stopped bad people. We got better. We saved people, as we were instructed to do, and we made life better for those around us. We accomplished our missions, which was the most important thing to our father. And yet, even after all that, we were never good enough for him. He called us worthless. He hit us. He treated us like crap. And the day came where my brother was not who he once was. For your understanding, my brother to me was somewhat like Warren is to you, someone important, someone I wanted to protect. But eventually the day had come where our father gave us an order. He stops for a moment. He gave us an order to deal with someone. Now, this individual did not harm anyone, did not steal anything, didn't cheat at anything. Our father simply had a personal grudge against this individual and instructed us to not only kill them, but draw it out. Make it painful. Make it the worst feeling imaginable before snuffing their life. And my younger brother, without question, was going to do that. I told him not to. He told me I should die for disobeying Father's order if I did not help him. I told him there was more to life than following orders. He believed me a fool, and I did not go with him that night. I chose to disobey that order. My brother chose to follow it, and when he attempted to slay this individual, he was bombarded. He was overwhelmed. I later found out the amount of people that were there. I wouldn't have been able to even save him, I'm pretty sure. Or if I did, I would have fallen myself. He was brutally maimed. He was brutally murdered, and I never saw him again. I realized our father wasn't trying to order us to kill this person. He was ordering us to our deaths. And I am haunted by that day for the rest of my life, because me not following my orders allowed my brother to suffer a fate worse than death. But by not following that order, I saved my own life, and now I bear that. My purpose in telling you all this, Lyra, is that sometimes following orders isn't the best thing, and I know you're going to tell me that is just untrue, but if my father, the man who created my life, gave my life purpose, and was supposed to love me like his son, could order me into a situation where I was not supposed to come out of alive, where I was supposed to suffer and bleed. Is it truly wrong for me to not wish to follow something like that? Even as he sent my own younger brother to his own demise? Do you believe I was wrong for not following that order?
I believe so. Yes, sir. If the person that created you, shaped you into who you are, decided that it is time for your discardation, then it would have been time for you to be discarded, sir. If your father is similar to how you've described the captain.
Yes, the captain. He is the one man you truly respect, am I right?
I simply follow his orders, sir.
And say he ordered you to kill all your friends, all the people that treat you well, bring you your food, travel alongside you and enjoy your company. If he told you to make it so you never saw them again, how would that make you feel?
I do not feel, sir. I execute his order and wait for the next one.
So you're telling me here and now that your bond to Warren, the one who holds you dear, offers to protect you despite your orders to protect him. If you were ordered to take his life, you would not hesitate one bit?
And she'll take like a... Like, I don't know if like... No, Ron, I don't know, like... She'll probably like scan the room with her eyes to like... Look out for Ron, but he's probably not here because
Yeah,
he's lying
he's out
somewhere
of
else.
Warren in bed by
Yeah.
himself.
Yeah. He's over
Yeah.
there, you know, he's in the other room.
You just hear him.
Is there a dying cow? Is there
I fucked up.
Sergeant, is there a dying cow in that room? Leave it alone. Gred says to leave it alone, you know.
I do not know, sir. And I don't think that they will ever come.
Well, as you say, it is... You have no problem throwing your life away if you were ordered to do so, but... That is what I'm trying to get across to you. You don't believe that day would come, but it could. And if it did, you would have a decision to make. Kill someone that would destroy the world itself to protect you, to serve someone who would throw you away, or go against what you believe to be true. I only stress this to you because I was put in that situation. I never believed I would be asked to choose between all that I knew and all that I cared about. But I did. And along the way I lost both. So just as some friendly advice to you, Lyra, should you ever find yourself having to choose, don't wait too long, because picking one over the other is at least better than losing it all. And I would hate to see you, for your first emotion that you experience to be despair, because it's something most cannot come back from.
How does despair feel, sir?
It is like a pain you would sustain in battle. Take, for example, your arm or your eye. Did it hurt you when you lost them?
It was a sharp stinging sensation, but by that time, I was already accustomed to them. So I would not count it as hurting, sir.
He looks sad when you tell him that, but he accepts it nonetheless. Something like despair is similar to physical pain, but it is on the inside. It is not an emotion, so you could feel it, but it is a sense of dread, a sense of internal pain that you have done wrong. You have... Really? It cuts out at this point? Fuck! We're building the emotions.
No emotional out, apparently.
Yeah. It is. Yeah. The music doesn't feel anything, just like Lyra. So.
Oh yeah.
Despair is something that, it is like a pain that never goes away. You can never treat it. You can never erase it. You can never mend it. It is something that could lessen itself over time, but it is something that always sticks with you. Knowing when you have done wrong, it is like a sickness that you can never be cured of. It is something that no one should have to carry, but many do. And it is much worse than pain, because pain will either end your life or you will overcome it. Despair can be overcome, but it will always linger with you. It'll always be something that, even if you conquer it, it'll still be within you, gnawing away at you. And even if you are able to overcome it and be freed of it, it takes great time and great suffering to overcome it. And so, despair is the type of pain that cannot be avoided. You cannot block it with your sword, because it is something that happens to you through your actions, through the decisions you make or the events that happen to you. And that is the worst kind of pain one could suffer. It is something that even if you overcame it, you would never be used to it. And that is why I urge you to try and avoid it, because, well, as I said, it still eats away at me. I put on a brave face, but my attempts at overcoming it are trying to prevent others from suffering from it. And, well, I just don't want to see other people fall to that. Because no one deserves that. So, I won't ask you to question your orders, Lyra. I will simply ask you to be aware that following them has a bigger impact on yourself than simply being commended or disapproved of. I learned it firsthand.
Is despair something that you feel in your chest, sir? A pressure?
It can be. It takes many forms. It can be a weight upon your shoulders you can never remove. It can be a sting in your head that you never forget about. Or even that, it can be this weight, this even guilt that presses down on you, and you almost feel like you're going to suffocate even though your breathing is not imposed against. So yes, it could be that.
Is it something that is constant, or it changes? Sometimes heavier, sometimes lighter, sir?
It is all those things. It is something that you can have your good days and your bad days of, where some days you only feel it slightly and other days you feel it all the time. Sometimes you may not even feel it all, but the littlest vision or sentence might bring it all coming back. If it is something you have worked hard to remove from yourself, then you can distance yourself from it and make it less severe, more easier to deal with, but it is different for every person as well, and it is fierce nonetheless.
Thank you, sir. I think I understand. And I think I've felt or feel despair. You said there's no way to get rid of it entirely, sir?
Entirely no, but you can bring yourself into a position in life where, even if it is there, you do not notice it as much, and you can still appreciate the things around you. You can still experience life and even fulfill your orders without it. Just be warned that until that day comes where you can overcome your despair, it can drag you down and try to conquer you first.
If you know the source of the despair, sir, would you be able to deal with it? Of your own despair, sir?
To an extent. In my case, my despair stems from disobeying my father and losing my brother and suffering the fact that my father wanted me dead. It is perhaps not something you would have felt despair from, but for me it was soul-crushing. And I know the source of it. The best I could have made peace is when I visited my brother's grave. I apologized to him for not being there at his side when he needed me most. But I also was honest with him in saying that I did not regret disobeying my order. I simply regretted not being there for him. It's about making peace with it. And that's something us soldiers struggle with, is making peace. We are there for conflict, to fight, to battle back and to protect. But the peace that comes after the fact, after we've walked away from the situation. So it is something I am still learning to try and do. I still take up my sword. I still fight for this kingdom. But I don't just fight to protect it. I fight to establish peace. Where people won't feel despair anymore.
Understood, sir.
Well, that's all you have to do right now. You don't feel like you need to act upon anything I've said to you. I just wanted you to hear me out and understand the meaning behind what I spoke to you. However, if that is all a bit much right now, and he pulls out his hilt that he has like behind him, how about a little bit of that sparring? Something to lighten the mood for us soldier folk.
Gladly, sir. She'll give like a head nod. Ready whenever you are.
Well, I heard you can't be leaving here, but there is a bit of a training room that I can take you to, so why don't you come with me, and when we're done, you can reunite with your comrades.
And you'll see her looking around the room like once more after he says that. Scanning the room for Warren, who's not there. Turn her head back to him. Yes, I think I'm allowed. I will follow, sir.
Good. Let us be off. And we don't have to roleplay the whole thing out. He will, I would say...
I rolled 7 net 20s. Here's another one net 20, net 20, net 20, net 20, net 20.
Well, our conversation went on for a while. I don't want to pull away from the others for too long. So we'll just say he engages in a fight where you can, with your inquisitive, combative nature, tell he's not trying to land, devastating blows in hopes that you yourself won't do that to him either.
Unlucky.
Okay. He's not trying to kill you, so...
Yeah, just, Lara's going all in, but just, not for murder, but for winning this encounter.
He lands like one lucky graze across your one arm, drawing the faintest hint of blood and being like, ha ha, as he's already been like bruised and battered. More so, he's just able to kind of fend you off until you drag him down, and as he drops to a knee, he'll like pat the ground and be like, I cave, you win, so, but he does give you a good, 10 minutes or so before, he wears down, so.
Yeah.
And then all the soldiers are like, dude, you got beat by a girl, and he'll, grab one of them by the breastplate and be like, oh, do try yourself one day against her, you'll see, so.
Silly.
And, yeah,
Blaze.
and so, some time can...
Go back to emo, bro.
Okay, you're right, my bad. Darkness imprisoning me.
If we want, we can say, you can all long rest if you want and go into the next day, early in the next morning. Rathaniel is unconscious with a large belly on the bar top because he passed out drunk in the middle of the night.
That's really to see.
Inflated rat before GTA 6, that's crazy.
That's my man.
Rico's gonna take like a handheld broom and dustpan, scoop him into it, and just dump him into Warren's bag at some point. And then.
Oh my god, thank you.
Yeah,
Just where I want him.
Just like.
Damn.
And then early, mid-morning the next day, Gren will have you all kind of come together. All right, I have done some discussion, and I'm not going to execute anyone. Don't worry about that. I have no interest in doing so. People are pushing for banishment, but I am fighting against that. In the meantime, I have a way to alleviate their suspicions of you all. Go see Rico. He has something that might be able to ease this situation.
It's gonna be alcohol, isn't it? Alcohol fixes a lot of things.
Believe it or not, it is not that for the first time ever, so...
Cool. Okay, good.
Wait, did somebody say alcohol? I am awake.
Warren is like putting his hand in his bag and just like gently pushing down Nathaniel, like
Ow.
to keep him like in
Ow.
the bag.
No, let me. Ow! Stop it! Stop it!
Yeah, he's not gonna bite you because you're too nice to him, but he is like swatting you very weakly with his tiny little rat paws, and he's just like,
Get me out! Help! I'm being kidnapped! Somebody!
So you guys are gonna go over by Rico. He's sitting at one of his tables right now. Well, if it isn't the Murder Minotaur and his little brigade.
Brigade is still a little testy right now. We're still testing the waters and ensuring that everything still works well. Gren said you had something in mind to hopefully ease tensions.
Perhaps. I was tasked with trying to find some means to resolve this situation. I didn't really know what I was looking for, but I decided to investigate an old contact of mine. Seeing if he had anything to assist with the situation at hand, he gave me this. And he pulls out a steel-belted and leather collar, and it has green engravings along it. They seem to be arcane symbols rather than, like, in a language. This is some sort of power restraint. If we latch it around the neck of your associate here, it will hopefully absorb some of the pent-up aggression and power within him. Now, I'm warning you, it will suppress your magical effects. However, in exchange, it should allow you to have a better control over your own mental state, which will maybe not satisfy people around here, but at least make them a bit more comfortable at your presence until Gren finishes his discussions.
Looking at this collar and at the mention of, I mean, what is essentially like described as like being muzzled in a way, you see Dradius kind of take a tentative step back. Is this really necessary?
No, you're free to disregard it and say no, and I'll give it back to my contact. However, not only does it mean your odds of going into a rampage are just as bad, if not worse, than they were before, the townsfolk around here, seeing you making no effort to contain yourself, or them contain you, will seek to have harsher punishments placed upon you and your associates.
Dradius is kind of like, oh, go ahead.
No, he's just gonna go, I'll wear it! And it's like way too big for him, but that's not going to help. If anything, it just stops you from talking. Maybe I can get a smaller one of these made.
Try it, Dradius, it looks Gucci.
That's hilarious. He looks at it, kind of like just really contemplating for a second. He's gonna look to Warren to kind of see his reaction, what he's kind of thinking about this.
Warren is currently in a position where he's just kind of like looking at it as if it's like, you ever like look at when someone like hands you something like a bit of paper and you didn't ask for it, so you just kind of like look at it as if like, you know, it's kind of like the scum of the earth. You go, I don't really want this, you know, that kind of vibe. That's the cut like that, but like just that's how kind of Warren's looking at it. But then Warren does look over at Dradius. Well, if you want to win over the hearts and minds again of the people, I'd say you do it. But if you're not comfortable with it, I won't make you wear it, but if push comes to shove, I will put it on you.
Dradius kind of like gulps at that. He's definitely very hesitant and uncomfortable with the idea. But after last night's discussions, he's gonna hesitantly reach out for it and put it around his neck.
Okay. As you click it into place, it locks itself around you, and the green little emblems on it glow for a moment before returning to their natural hue. It is completely bound to you now, and you can already feel it having a restrictive pull against you, your might. I'll just tell you what it does now. Just in general, it maintains a hold over your magical essence. So now you can no longer deal your necrotic damage.
Oh,
Damn!
big rip.
Hey,
Damn!
Big rip.
In return,
Finally.
basically there is barely a DC at all when it comes to you trying to maintain composure over yourself. So you can go into a rage like normal, but if you go into one of your blind rages and you need to, make a wisdom save to protect yourself, the DC is down to single digits at this point. So
Nice. Okay, that's actually pretty huge.
Yeah, but you're damaged.
Yeah, I know, it does suck quite a bit.
I will also note, you yourself, Dradius, hear the voice again as that power restricts you. They want you weaker. I want you stronger. Find me. That's all. You just hear it that time, but it instinctively knows that crystal that they are trying to weaken your state. So.
Okay. Yeah. He doesn't say anything in the moment, but that is definitely something he's keeping in the back of his mind for sure.
It's a good look for you.
He's just like, you see him like start kind of like scratching at it like a dog would, when its collar is uncomfortable. It's like, this is very itchy.
I'm sure you'll get used to it. It's a good look for you. It makes it look like you wear clothes.
Whatever. All right. So, what happens now?
Well, that's still Gren's decision after all, but we can at least spread the rumor that you now have we'll just call it power suppressor upon you. It'll make you at least less of a threat, and so Gren might actually allow you to leave this bunker again. Lucky you. In the meantime, we're going to try our best to put a more positive flair on your names once again. Though, it'd be nice if we had some more things to go on. Slaying the Queen is great and all, but, people kind of remember the last thing you did, and the last thing you did was murder some people, so...
Yeah, well, when you give us a heaping list of shit to do, we'll go do it. Why not?
For the meantime, perhaps, go up with some of the guards and help them patrol. We'll keep things light and show that we're still using you for our benefit. That will at least show people that you're not actual monsters going around and pillaging and such. Some of these rumors are insane, by the way. You don't even want to know what they've been saying.
Brothers can guess.
Yes, well...
My ego's already in a really bad place, so I kind of want to hear one anyway.
Well, I heard one that he's actually just some sort of construct you summoned in order to lay waste to anyone you felt like. Warren, you tend to have this arrogant side to you. I don't know if you're aware of that. And that makes people think you're just a mad wizard who conjured him and take great pleasure in seeing other people suffer.
What, like, you ever, like, see that gesture where, like, someone kind of shrugs, like, with, like, their bottom lip pouted out as if to say, yeah, fair enough. Warren is kind of, like, despite being in, like, this mindset of just, like, just straight edge, like, no snark or, like, humor whatsoever, he just kind of shrugs and like, not entirely wrong.
Oh, also that you're keeping the lady prisoner, he says, pointing at Protheus. What? I am not a lady. I have been male all my life, thank you very much. Oh, I know. I'm just saying some people assume it's the long hair, and he bunches it up and puts it in like a pun for the moment. Just motherfuckers,
Silly.
That one just made me laugh. Ugh. What do I need to start doing? Grow 5 o'clock shadow to make people feel better? Gosh.
Can elves even grow facial hair?
Some can. It's not easy though.
Yeah, it's really not easy.
I'm not shaving the hair either. As Rico puts a finger up. Ah, very well then. Oh, there's also rumors that some of you might be associated with the Reavers, and I suggest you try and get rid of that one as well.
About that,
Yeah, he just immediately clamps a hand over Nathaniel's mouth. Speaking of which, Warden, you said that there was another Reaver camp to check out at some point?
Yeah, it's, I don't know, 3 you mind checking this out? Like, you mind pointing out like exactly what this fucking location is? It's just like the northeast of the city, I think. It's just outside the city's walls, but I don't recall seeing anything on the map about that.
Because it's not a normal location. Let me look at that. Oh. That is one of those mobile establishments. Yes, it is a magical fortress that can be dismantled and reassembled in multiple locations. They don't normally sit outside our kingdom. Actually, I saw this one a few days ago. Whoever was there, they disassembled it and moved it not too long ago, but I saw it further in the distance. It's still relatively in the same area, though they moved a little further away after some event happened around here, I assume. But it is not native to our kingdom. It is on the outskirts of the land.
You mind pointing out on the map where we might be able to find it now? You said a little bit further away. Are we talking like over here or like over here?
He goes like a little diagonal, so now it's like more northern, about here. I mean, on foot, it'll take you like a day and a half to get there, but it is certainly a bit farther, but, you know, you can, if you have a telescope, you can see it within range. I assume you have business with the individuals who can set this building up?
Yeah, this is the... mentioned them. This is the Reavers. I've been trying to dispatch them.
Oh, see, now that would go in towards your favor, because those bastards keep coming in here and looting us.
I'm hoping that I'm hoping that the people have picked up on the fact that their presence has been dropping fairly rapidly. At least in the last 2 weeks.
Yes, actually, they have, though we were unaware that is you. That is a good rumor we can start pushing, though, that you are the ones fending them off. It'll work towards reestablishing your credibility as heroes and not antagonists.
Yeah, tell you what, we'll head out with one of the guard patrols, for a few hours. Then when it gets to, I don't know, I'm thinking like 3 o'clock, we'll head out of the city walls and go deal with this then.
That's completely fine with me. You just need to keep your wits about you up there, you know, make sure people see you doing good and all that. I will say, as he's still talking, footsteps like scurry like down a set of steps from one of the passageways, and a guard comes down. Something's happening up there! Everyone come up here immediately!
Just when the personal shit was beginning to start again.
Note on the map that building, the circle around it's still like very red. It's not like orangish red yet, you know. So it's showing.
Okay.
Showing, you know, the dungeon requirements are kind of high for you. So I'm trying to not TPK you right now.
Cool.
So unless you want to go do that still, I won't stop you. I'm just forewarning you something else is going on too.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, no, of course. Like, considering we've been called to arms, we are going to take it to prove ourselves.
okay, so you guys are gonna go up.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes.
Handful of
I will also
soldiers. Oh, go ahead.
Just as always, just as a quick side mention, Lara would position herself between Warren and Dradius now at all times, always keeping her body as like a body block between the two of them. And she would be a little bit closer than normal to Warren.
I fucking
Well, no,
knew it.
really.
Giraffe said his alarm didn't go off. Mother effer was
That motherfucker.
Well, good timing, because we're about to start combat. So get out of bed.
You know what's really funny? Pinkus in my chat just goes, wait, your DM doesn't try to TPK you every session?
Not every session. Not every session, but just some.
Just
you
a
know.
handful.
Yeah, you know, I gotta tickle their balls with the threat of it. And I don't do it all the time. Because if I threaten them with it all the time, it loses the thrill. So
It's true.
I
it's
do.
true.
I do like the occasional tickle, just because, like, you know, it helps me get close to that sense of euphoria.
Further down is
and
where
all
it's
of
at.
you losing your characters that you worked so hard to make. All right. Well, let me see. Actually, I want to see if I can do something kind of funny. Let me check.
The taint tickles.
Oh, I
usually.
love funny things.
I love when you do things that are funny.
Okay, I don't know if I can do it, but I think I can. Wait, is that gonna do? I don't think that's gonna do it. What if I do this? No,
Let's
this-
hope it does what you want.
No, it doesn't. Fuck. I thought I could make it. No, that's not gonna do it.
I'm
Okay.
looking forward to just the city being in absolute
Wait,
disarray.
wait.
I'm looking forward to seeing buildings collapsed, an orphanage on fire,
I'm
and inside
looking
the orphanage
forward-
are like on fire puppies and everything. Like, you know, just to really emphasize just how bad shit's gotten.
Okay,
I'm looking forward to a screenshot of Ohio.
you're overthinking. You
I
guys
don't know
are
why, but I really want to be in Ohio right now.
No, you're
See-
overthinking it right now. It's
See,
not-
we're sat here expecting the worst, and we're not even imagining the worst thing that could pop up.
No.
Downtown Detroit.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Now you got it. All right, but here. Okay, that you're. No, it's Fantasyland. Come on. All right, so.
Okay, Detroit with stained glass windows.
All right, we're just gonna go here. All right, so it just
Oh shit, it's Detroit.
What changed? Nothing changed.
doesn't show. It should. Oh wait, what if I do? Wait, no, you should be able to see that. All right, I guess it didn't.
I don't see shit.
I
What are we
tinted.
supposed to
tinted
see?
the image.
Where?
It should be dimmer because of what's happening.
Oh.
But I guess not.
Oh,
So
no.
I'm just gonna cry
No,
about it.
don't
All right,
think
well then it's not working. The screen.
How
The
about you throw a black square up at 1% opacity?
Yeah, low key.
Yeah.
I think I still have black square.
Yeah, genuinely,
there
like,
it is.
like the black squares used to do, like, genuinely just, like, throw it over the entire thing and just, like, lower the opacity of it.
If you can, actually. Can
If you
lower the
can, yeah.
opacity of those wings?
I believe you can.
Yes,
Just
I
set up
can.
the boss, right?
I just set the
I'm pretty
opacity
sure.
for the thing. Yeah, here, let me try this. Okay.
It's not even a proper black square. That's interesting.
Add some letterboxing,
Oh,
make it
did that do
cinematic.
anything?
and real.
There
There you
we
go.
go.
Now it's darker.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Remember when I joked around the other day about it being descended into, like, perpetual darkness? I didn't think I was being real.
Little did you know.
It's a black square.
More or less. Well, let me get to my description after I find the fucking music track I want to use here.
Yeah, I'm just... Guys,
As you move out, dark clouds.
it's so fucking dark here, guys. I can't see shit.
Oh, you can't see it at all. Okay.
Well, I can see fine. Wait, what the fuck?
Let me refresh.
Yeah, because I can. Like, I was able
I
to
can
see.
see.
Shouldn't be like yeah. It
I mean,
shouldn't be pitch.
everything's gone again, right?
Hey, there he
At least
is.
some aspect
Hello.
ratio.
You still have to level up to level 8.
Oh,
Yeah. You had a week to do that.
Yeah, we're gonna be getting shit again for not being here. All right, so.
Yep.
That's
Yep.
fine.
Oh, Giraffe said, please
Looks like
don't
it.
tickle them in chat. Okay, I didn't even see that yet.
All right.
All right. Well, while he's getting all situated, you all run up the steps and come out of your little bunker to see what is a very kind of disturbing sight.
Okay.
A large, like, round shadow begins to appear about 2,000 feet up at the top of the city. And as it does, a shadow envelops around, the ground. The ground gets darker itself. The shadows, like, on your backs, like, dissolve as everything becomes the same color. This darkness turns more and more spherical as it spreads further and further around. It is slowly settling itself as a large dome over the entirety of the city. People are literally leaving their homes and trying to run out of the city in time.
casting a veil.
And eventually...
Oh, if only there were some people who could walk this veil. That would be so helpful. The Simpsons movie.
God damn it.
Don't ruin my moment! Fucking...
Yeah,
okay.
keep going.
All right.
Yeah,
Come on.
keep going.
Eventually, you guys are, like, in dead center here. You will not make it in time as the shadows finally coalesce around and seal. This veil is completely around, and the Dome of Shadows has eaten up the city. The sun is nothing more than just a shining flashlight up in the distance now. It is... Well, unless you have dark vision, like a pleb, it's pretty hard to see more than about, like, 20 or 30 feet ahead of yourself. Everything is
shit.
dark. There are screams all over in the distance. People almost more terrified of this, not knowing what it is, compared to when the wolves were attacking. Everyone is looking up and around, trying to see what is the cause of this, what is the source. There is nothing. Currently, you are just enveloped in this darkness. What do you do?
Give up.
All right,
Yeah,
so
I think that would be
as you all commit seppuku,
Well, what can we, like, other than darkness? I have 60 feet dark vision, by the way.
dark vision, by the way. Yeah.
I also do.
Great, now there's two of them.
Now there's two of them.
So what do the privileged people with dark vision, like, can we see anything happen with, can we see anything happen within 60 feet of us, like maybe some shadow creature starting to appear, something like that? Is anything else happening other than everything turning dark?
You just really want to fight something. Searching around with your stupid, unfair dark vision privilege, you two can see you know, the darkness of the area simply just doesn't bother you as much. You see what looks to be certain people around you, specifically like elderly people and kids that have come out of their homes. They look drained, like bags under their eyes. They look tired already, and it is just the beginning of the day.
Oh.
They already, like, old people like that don't even have canes and whatnot have begun to like lean against walls, and they're like trying to catch their breath and stuff. It is getting, you know, it is the most energetic day you've seen, and yet these people are starting to wear out very quickly. Even some of the soldiers are like taking off their armor, and they look like they have like glazed sweat on them. And Gran is even saying, "Does anyone know what is going on around here?" And nobody has an answer for him. Go ahead.
Larry will probably turn around specifically to, well, Warren and Porpheus as well now, but he's... Hello! It seems like if this darkness is affecting the older people already, we might need to move underground. Now.
Yeah, I think that's a good plan. We'll see how many people we can funnel down as quickly as possible.
The soldiers just kind of all look at each other, and Gren's like, "You heard them, do it! Alright, ladies and gentlemen, down to underground! Follow us to the entrances!" This is something much worse. This isn't some takeover of the crown. This is magical evil.
Cool. Ira pulled out a torch, try to turn on the torch by whispering its sweet nothings. And then does the torch light up anything like around them? Like, does that like help at all with the normal vision, or does the torch not do anything?
The torch only gives you another 5 feet of vision.
Okay, well then, regardless, she'll take the torch, hand it towards Warren. This might help you see, Warren.
I appreciate it, kid. I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna twirl that thing around. Use it as like a kind of way of like maybe like a beacon to kind of like let people know that, hey, look, you come here where there's light, you can go underground.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, you have like little like waypoints for people, and yeah, a lot more people than the first time start funneling their way in. Everyone's trying to get out. People carrying their children who can barely even walk now as they go underneath and try to protect themselves from this. Once again, the streets of Onidbur become very desolate and quiet. Because everybody's underground now.
I'm so glad that evil, spooky vampire Simpsons dome is kicking in. That's kind of cool.
Looking
Don't
up like
call it
over the sky, looking up in like in the sky while we're still like above ground, is there like any movement in the sky other than like any discernible movement, if like any visible at all? Maybe like some things like flying over the little flare that the like sun is letting in, because I assume like if I look up in the air it's just darkness, right?
Yeah, the darkness isn't complete. Like, it isn't just pitch blackness. There is like a swirling dark energy where it's like lighter gray in some areas and darker like blackish in others. But you don't see any presence outside of it. You see some objects on the outside, like the few people that were able to kind of run out of it, but they're just getting further away because they're just trying to get away from it. So,
okay,
but in terms of like someone above, or no, you don't see anyone.
Okay, Lara will quickly also report. I've not yet spotted any threats, Warren.
Okay, well, good to know that this is potentially the only thing currently that we have to deal with. We'll take these small victories. Warren is going to actively just continue keeping an eye out for people and just flagging them down where he can with the torch.
Okay. Yeah, they'll be like, "Mommy, I'm so tired. Keep moving, sweetie. Look over there." And you're gonna start like running their way down, more and more people. Eventually the herds start thinning, and it's just like the occasional passerby or whatever. You can assume this is happening around the city with soldiers trying to spread the word and stuff. Gren is like rapidly talking into his sending stone. "Yes, everyone! I don't care if it's too cramped. Everyone needs to get down there."
And then like after a fair bit of time, I'm gonna say like, it'll get to that point where like, maybe like a few minutes will pass before we like see anyone else kind of like run along, and that would be the point where Warren just kind of urges everyone to get below ground. Just, all right, we'll leave something here. just indicating that we are down below ground, but we can't stay up here any longer. Like, unless there's any more people actively coming this way now, we need to get below ground as quickly as we can.
Are we being affected by this as well?
Currently, no.
Okay.
So all right, then you all kind of roam yourselves down those steps into the bunker. They seal it up. You notice down here, the darkness isn't as thick, but the continuous flames that you have like in the passageways are dimmer than they should be.
Oh shit.
Okay.
And like soldiers are pointing that out, and they're like, "Oh fuck! It's somehow seeping into down here. Do we seal the passages completely? They already are sealed. It's just enough to let some air come through, but it's not in the air. It's the darkness itself, I believe."
Well, okay, best course of action, if possible, everyone double the amount of torches, just keep everything well lit. As long as we can keep everyone at least bathed in light as much as we can, this should hopefully stop the effects of whatever the fuck's going on out there, if it is just based on the darkness itself.
We can certainly hope for that. I almost said you can certainly try as an NPC. That was gonna be hilarious. I'm just double checking my notes here for stuff.
While you're doing that, I will pull out 10 torches and hand them over to Warren, and also help light them.
Yeah, Warren will take like as many torches that Protheus gives him, and he'll like help light them, and then just begin like spreading them out and like ensuring that they are in areas where people are, to actively keep like areas well lit.
Yeah, Dradis would help with that as well. He's got torches in his backpack that he would help with.
Yeah, same as use.
Back to the underground. I'm not gonna dim this one but it is like a little dimmer in
Yeah.
here than usual. So, all right then. Yeah, lighting the area, it does clear up some of it and it brightens the view a little bit. It's still that presence there, but it is better. Good news, sir. The effects of the outside seem to be dampening on people. They are at least able to relax down here. That's a good start, but what the hells? Rico, do you have anything? Do you have any knowledge on this? I've never seen anything like this. I don't know, but obviously it's probably related to whoever imposed the corruption on the crown in the first place. We don't know who that is yet.
Well, Lord Bumblebread comes in.
He comes in as the fucking DMPC and he fixes everything.
I was mostly thinking he's the villain who, like, he comes in. You've walked into my trap card.
You know the funny...
Not so funny now.
Gets shot on the spot.
You know the best part is that this theme is from Yu-Gi-Oh! When you say that, so...
Oh, that's so...
Yeah.
Silly.
Yeah, Warren is more so at the moment currently just like urgently checking like every key area that he can, just to ensure that it's as well lit to the best of like their abilities.
Okay. Damn keyboard moving.
You got one of the posts up?
Maybe.
After having a bit of a check around, Warren will rush to Gren. Alright, quick question. Apart from the tunnel systems that we've actively already used, are there any others that are a bit closer that might be able to help, hopefully, like, get us a bit closer to the edge of the city itself so we can try and figure out what the fuck this dome is and how we could potentially, like, maybe rip it open to get more people out?
Yes, of course. Down that tunnel there, if you take a left, then a right, then a left, then a right... No, sir. It's left, left, right, left. I thought it was left, right, left, right. No, you're thinking of the one that goes right, left, right, left. Yes, but that one just leads to the park. That doesn't get us anywhere. I need one that gets us to the wall. Oh, then you want the one that goes left, 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 right, right, left, right, upside down, left, right. No, that one's just for sewer dumping. I don't think it works that way. We need one that leads us there.
GTA cheat code?
Yeah.
What is going on, bro?
All right. He like shoos the guy away. Regardless, just take that one. Left, right, left, left. No, it's left, left, right. Shut up! I don't want to hear it from you anymore. Just just follow that tunnel until you see signs that say, like edge of wall.
Okay, if that's the case, then like Warren will look over at the party. All right, well, let's go see what we can try and figure out about this fucking dome. The quicker we can get either it open or taken down, the better. And then Warren will lead everyone down a path of left, right, left, left.
Hell yeah.
And you quickly realize it's left, left, right, left.
I'm remembering something about this phenomenon we are encountering. It's
okay.
a little hazy, but it apparently, in a book I've read, it's preventing all travel except for planar. It also eats away at the energy of those living in it. I could be wrong. It was a while ago that I read this book. And if I'm correct, this was created by a magic ritual.
Okay, well, even if you are wrong about half the things you've said, at least we've got some information that could be leading us in the right direction. Planar travel, you're saying, is one of the only ways we can really work around this, potentially?
If I'm correct, yes.
Alright, we'll still go check anyway. We'll get a good read on it and see what we can figure out. Let me call Gran and see if we can potentially have something figured out or point us in the right direction or something. I'm gonna pull out a goddamn sending stone.
Okay.
Damn, sending
And
stone.
I'm a speed dial Gren.
Okay. You thinking of him?
I've only
and who
got
you wanna
his.
talk to.
Yeah, I've only got his number currently.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh. Yes, this is Gren.
Wow, I'm connected.
Mushy, mushy.
All right, so we got some potential information. Apparently, this barrier, based on what our elven wizard is saying, potentially it can be kind of skipped around via planar travel. While we're checking the perimeter itself and seeing what the fuck's going on and what we can figure out. If you could potentially keep your ear to the ground and see if there's anyone there who might be able to help out, or anything, or even point us to like maybe some kind of secret, I don't know, plane jumping rift that you don't know about, that'd be perfect.
There's like a long hesitation on the other end. I'm sorry, did you say I have to try and find you someone who's capable of planar travel?
Yes, and if I recall correctly, I didn't fucking stutter. Get on it, people are going to die.
Oh no. Alright, I already know of someone. I'll let you know. And then he hangs up.
What a bitch, and I'm gonna put my fucking sending stone back in my pocket before continuing on the way to go find the fucking edge of this thing.
Absolutely insane.
I think you should cuss him out, like, after you put the stone away, because otherwise he might hear you.
I want him to hear me.
Oh, well, in that case, that's... I don't have an opinion anymore. When can we get booze again?
One day soon, when all this is solved and over and not so stressful.
Okay.
Alright, then eventually you get to the end of the tunnel, and there is a ladder to lead up. You pop out like a sewer grate, and you're, I don't know, 50 feet from the wall.
Alright, fantastic. Then because of Lyra and Protheus' dark vision, I will follow them.
It's Protheus. Is get it right, bitch. Alright, anyways.
Exactly.
So you all move up. So the edge of this veil of shadows is on the inside of the wall. It cuts just like an inch away from it. So it's acting as its own wall, basically. So what you gonna do about it?
Guess approach it.
Okay.
Look over at Protheus. All right. I'm gonna need you to really focus and see if you could try and work out anything from this. Like, if there's any magical readings you can get off of it, try and figure it out if you can. Like, whatever wizards do that. Figure that shit out.
Go do wizard
Um,
things.
I will do my best one. I am going to get into a meditative state, and can I roll Arcana?
You certainly can.
A 16 plus an 11.
27 on Arcana.
27.
Okay. So it's definitely magical in nature. You
No.
No
can
way.
sense within it that it is some sort of binding spell. It is also a barrier, doi. You already knew that, but that's just the information that you're feeding from it. It is definitely a force of malevolence. It seeks to feast. On what? You're not quite sure, but it hungers for something. You can also sense that there is a progenitor to it, something that it initially came from. Typically, that would be whoever is, casting it. However, you can't connect to where that is or what it is.
So, Can I try and dispel magic?
If you would like to.
I will go for it.
Right. Swaying your fingers and muttering some words, a purple essence begins to extrude and crack its way through the side of it. As you reach in and try and sever the connection. I will note that even as you try to reach in, it repels you, and those purple tendrils of energy reaching into it shatter as it rejects your attempts to dispel it.
Aw, dang.
All right. I will look back over at Warren. It seems like it doesn't want me to break the magic that is binding whatever it has within it.
All right.
Maybe we could have a good whack at it.
I mean, if trying to get rid of this thing didn't work, I don't think a whack from an axe or a blade will.
But what if I bit it? It won't see that coming.
Yeah, I won't see that coming, but I don't think it'll work either.
You guys are always doubting my capabilities. It's fine. The Grey Lord and his posse will learn one day.
Protheus, did you pick up anything else from it? Like maybe, I don't know if it was a ritual or anything like that?
It did feel like it was coming from somewhere else. But I couldn't pick out where it was coming from.
Oh, God's fucking... Could you imagine our luck if it's like, oh, it's not actually on this plane, it descended from, I don't fucking know, like some kind of fucked up Fey realm?
King, the center of the sphere, is it right above the center of the city? Is it like a little bit offset? Where
appears to
where
be
would the
dead
center-
center above the city. Like that was where it started from, and it grew out of. Yeah. But it doesn't look much
Okay.
different. It's just, a bit more of that blackness is there compared to where the gray parts are, but it doesn't really stand out in any way.
Is there anything that stands? There's probably nothing that stands out of looking up at the sky dome.
Still only have 60 feet,
Right.
and your vision is suppressed, so...
Okay, buddy. Whatever.
Well, you can perfectly see 60 feet ahead, but then after that, it is, disturbed.
Yeah, you
so-
said with Skyrim it was a little bit different, like different types of gray and everything.
Yeah,
So.
it like it's like
Um,
a swarming, like a swirling, like not vortex because it doesn't move that fast, but like it constantly like the shadows are in motion around it. So
Okay. And just
it's your sending stone, Warren.
someone's gonna. Oh.
Yep, I think that's for me. Ah, I've got reception. What the hell? And then Warren will answer and be like, "Yep."
Warren, it's Gren. I don't even know what I'm telling you. I'm the only one you have on this thing. But regardless, I have found. I can't believe you made me do this. I have procured an individual that might be able to help us, though you're not going to like it.
Oh gods, there are 2 people that you could potentially tell me it is, and I'm probably gonna hate both of them. One of them is James. And
No,
the other is
He's outside.
He's
He
your
left a while
man.
ago. He's loving whatever's going on up there.
okay. Good, keep him outside.
Makes
And
sense.
the other, all right. So there's this pesky fucking wizard dude that we keep running into, really fucking annoying, by the name of Bumblebrush.
I don't know who that is.
Good. Okay, it's not either of those 2. Then I'm probably gonna love who it is.
I still have my doubts, but just hurry back. You better see for yourself.
All right, we're on our way, and then I'm gonna hang up. All right, Gren's apparently found someone. We might be able to hop to another plane potentially.
Interesting.
So you're going to go as you all go to head back inside. Lyra, I need you specifically to make a decision here. With your passive perception, you're the only one who senses what. Let me double check. Actually, no. Now I gotta double check you guys because I wrote down that she would be able to sense this. Now I gotta make sure Protheus can't also notice this.
Protheus likely can, right? Because he's got even more passive perception than Lyra.
He does, right? I believe you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
I
has
have a
16.
16.
Okay.
I've got 12,
Yeah, that's not enough. Sorry.
but my passive insight is like 17. So
Oh, decisions are scary.
All right. So then both of you.
But at least I'm not alone anymore.
Yeah, Lyra and Protheus, you both notice that just as you're about to go inside, something is like about to fall on you from overhead. I will say this.
Okay.
So you have a decision to make here. You can either get out of the way, or you can choose to shove one other person out of the way. You can't do both.
I'm shopping around up the way.
I kind of saw that coming, so.
why would you do
I'm
something
gonna-
that's so reckless.
I'm gonna jump out of the way.
Okay, so you jump as you feel this like tingle of like, so Lyra, you shove Warren like almost to the ground as a thick, slimy like blue mucus just blops onto you and Dradius as you both just get covered in it.
Yummy.
Ugh.
Up on a rooftop, click, click, click.
Click, click, click. I knew it.
Speak of him, and he shall appear.
Oh, no. God damn it.
You made the foolish remark to assume I was following you this whole time, but I, with my keen intellect, knew where you would be. And he's holding like an empty bucket. With my newest concoction, you will soon watch as your bodies melt down into nothing. You were keen enough to save a couple of your comrades, but don't you worry, their fate will be sealed soon enough now that I have reduced your numbers. Watch! You feel no pain, I would like to point out.
Okay. Can Lyra just-
It doesn't feel good
Well,
as
just-
this stuff is like oozing down you and like down your spines and stuff, but it doesn't do anything to you. Any second now, you will be in severe pain.
How far away is he?
He's like 50 feet away.
Make a wisdom save.
Oh god!
Well, you can unsettling words first, right? That would be funny.
Yeah, before I cast it, Warren can look up and be like, "Look, we don't have time for your shit right now. Can we like do this another time where we actually have the patience to deal with whatever the fuck you're doing today?"
So was that unsettling words?
I'm unsettled. Like the unsettling words is my annoyance instead of humoring him.
Okay, and wait, so is that disadvantage or he loses an amount to the roll?
He loses a certain amount to the roll.
Alright, what's the amount?
The amount is because it's a D8 7.
Oh fuck. He rolled an 18, so now that's an 11. So he freezes up. The bucket like falls out of his hand. Eventually, the blue slimy stuff begins to just like plop off your two forms, and the two of you. Let's see here.
Take.
Both of you gain 11 temporary hit points.
That's so fucking funny.
So,
Insane.
so Lyra and Shraddy, as you both have.
Michael.
That.
That's so
love that.
fucking
So funny.
funny.
I love it.
Lyra will turn to Warren and say, Warren, I feel tougher.
Oh. Oh, I guess he is fucking useless after all. Well, you kid, you keep on to that strength for a second. We're very likely going to need it wherever the fuck we're going if we can't even get somewhere.
Could we perhaps tie him up and bring him down into the underground with us?
No, I don't want him coming down with us. He annoys me. Plus, we've got about... We can leave him here for a minute.
All right, if you are sure.
What's he gonna do? Just rock up again later, but and then do something else pointless? Until he actually starts doing harmful things, we can just kind of leave him places. I think it's much easier that way.
Works for me. I did not want to carry him anyway.
I love how he's just this kind of villain where it's just like, look, he's so pathetic. We can just leave him here. It's fine.
Poor Lord Bumblebrash.
Poor Bumblebrash.
Well, hey, he gave you guys some temporary hit points, though. So.
Yeah, thank you.
Hey. Nice Bumblebrash.
Why are you doing that? No, that sounds terrifying. I didn't
do it. Lord Bumblebrash did it in attempts to hurt you, so...
Yeah, okay.
That's so fucked up and evil. Oh, mischievous.
Off we
Yeah,
go.
Morris is gonna leave him down to the pit. He's not even gonna like say goodbye to him or anything.
King, is there still more fluid on the floor?
I mean, the slime is slowly starting to dissolve, but yes, if you... Tell you what, if you would like to make a straight dexterity check and see if you can jump on it in time.
I actually wanted to bottle it up. Save
Oh!
for later.
Okay, you could do that instead if you want, yeah, but make a roll for... Make a dex check, a simple one, but
Great
to see that
dex.
you can, like, swoop down on it.
That would be a 12.
Okay, I'll say you're able to run a little vial across it and get a tiny bit in there before it, like, dissolves completely on the ground.
Perfect.
You have a small vial of temp HP slime, or whatever the hell it is, so... It doesn't really have a name, it just did that, so... Alright, look at you saving that. That's clever thinking right there. So
That's why he's a wizard, and
Yeah.
I'm not.
Yeah. He's got them big brain plays.
Exactly.
So are you all
This
gonna...
isn't going to be used for you guys. I'm doing tests on it.
Oh.
Oh, he's an artificer. Got it. He's gonna replicate it.
Are you all gonna go back now and slip down? So you're not taking him with you, you're just gonna leave Bumblebrash up there?
Yeah, he's gonna leave him behind. Like,
Okay.
he's got a minute in isolation just to kind of think about his actions.
He's gonna realize that it didn't work, so...
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, he can
Kill him
ponder
next
on
time.
it. Yeah, he'll be like, oh, damn. Foiled again.
Alright, well then, yeah, you all head back down, make your way back to the main area of the bunker. He is stuck up there for a moment, frozen in place, as he begins to lean to the side and start sliding off the roof of the building, because he can't control himself anymore. He's just like, uh-oh! Ah! And there's just a thud.
Incredible.
Oh yeah, and I mean, because he fell off, he takes he takes like 4 points of bludgeoning damage. So, but
Hell
Oh,
yeah.
the ground critted because it was within 5 feet of him.
that's not how that works. All right,
He moved within 5 feet of it.
and then eventually, Warren, you just feel your concentration turn off rather than letting go of it. So he's free to go roam, and then you can only hope James finds him before the rest of you do. So.
Oh,
my
yeah, I
God,
fucking
please.
hope so. Like,
Please.
one of these days, we're gonna leave this fucking place and we're gonna just see Bumblebrash, like, unfortunately, like, missing everything below the waist, and it's just gonna be James feasting on his fucking ankle or something.
Yes. He was very tasty, very annoying, but very tasty.
Humor makes the meat more richer.
Yeah. All right. So eventually you guys get back to your area. There's a lot of people, like, there's still some people keeping their distance from your group because Dradius is a threat to be reckoned with, but others are more, like, inquisical because they don't know what the hell's going on. Pray tell what you have to say. Are we in danger?
Alright, currently, as far as we can realize, the barrier as it currently stands cannot be dispelled, cannot be brought down by anything currently local to us. We are currently looking into every way that we can try to find to bring it down, because whatever summoned this or has made this could either be very local or it could be somewhere on a different plane entirely. We are unsure currently. But as long as everything remains well lit in here, you will all remain as safe as you possibly can be for the time being.
Make a persuasion roll.
Persuasion? Oh, hell yeah. 25.
Okay, the crowd has been eased for the time being. Gren will, like, wave you, will wave you all over. And,
head over.
bring you to where, the big kids sit, and,
we get to be at the big kids table now!
where people with
Let's
authority are.
go.
Alright, as promised, I brought someone who really didn't want to know we were down here, but oh well. He's over there. And you see a kind of hunched over, middle-aged... He appears to be human. He's got, like, grain in his dark, slicked-back hair. And he kind of looks at all of you with, like a wide smirk. Oh, this is going to be very interesting.
I'm sorry, can we get a bit of exposition? Who are you?
Oh, yes. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Sam Sadr. And I, as you may be interested to know, am the leader of the Golden Masks.
Cool, so you're a dick. Right.
Well, I would have to be a pretty big dick to not offer you my capabilities, even after you so rudely infiltrated my group's operations and took away a small fortune from me.
You really weren't supposed to be there, so... that's more your fault than ours.
Well, now that
Plus, we're doing you a favor by saving the city, so how about you tell us what you can offer us?
I can offer you plain old travel.
I'm listening.
Yes, I thought you would. You see, I am the one doing you the favor, because I could very much leave this place the moment I wish to. But Gren was very persuasive. I just asked if you would show up here, for now, but I would be inclined to stay and assist you. I have the capabilities of allowing us to transfer your very bodies free of harm to where you need to go and bring you back, all in the span of 1 to 2 days, even.
Okay.
But, of course, I would only do this if you'd be willing to help little old me with something.
Okay. So, saving you clearly isn't enough. Bit greedy. Don't like that.
As I said, I am completely safe as soon as I leave here. I am choosing to stay so you can accomplish a little something for me. But perhaps I should inform you of exactly what you're going up against, because I am already aware of what you are dealing with.
Yeah, go on then. What have you got for us?
The Shadowdome that you find yourselves trapped in perilously comes from the Shadow Dark, another plane of reality. It is spewing forth from a structure known as the Shadow Ziggurat, a seat of power for fallen angels. In the Shadow Dark, a dark song began as the dome here appeared, and the effect drains every last drop of positive thought from those who hear it. The Shadow Dome itself can suck the very energy of your life out from you. There are some creatures overseeing the ziggurat, so I would not be inclined to go in there myself and disable the mechanism controlling the dome. However, there is also a faint cloud of shadows rising from a place called the Dungeon of Tears. It is all very much collected, and yes, I have insider information. An associate of mine, Zora Fikera, she is a humble worker who transferred her very essence to the Shadowdark some time ago. She has been choosing to stay away from the horrible things going on there, but she has been slipping me some insight. You need to go there and disable the song before it sucks your very willing to deal with these issues from you. From there, you can travel to the other locations and disable them. Once you destroy the core to the magical ritual enabling the Shadow Dome, it will cease to exist and free these people. Until then, though, they will not be allowed to leave. My proposition for you is this. In the moment you are ready, will transport all of us to the Shadowdark. I will tell you where you need to go, and you will be free to deal with your little circumstances. Once the dome is disabled, but before I bring you back, you will help me with a little favor of my own. I owe a little bit of a debt, and I need you there as backup. Once that is completed, I will transport you back, and we'll let bygones be bygones. Of course, feel free to say no, and I'll just bon voyage myself out of here. And you can have luck finding nobody to help you.
Unfortunately, no, we're kind of on a track to try and, make our names a bit better, so we're not exactly in a position to turn down someone who can take us to the location in which we need to go to get rid of this barrier. I'll tell you what, we'll take you up on it. Fuck it, we'll accompany you to your little deal. But you need to at least be able to promise us that, that deal's not going to go south, and it's not going to leave a negative anything on us.
Well, I am no devil, so I could not magically procure a binding contract between us, but I have no interest in leaving you for dead in your little world. I am a man of business after all, and, well, if I were to return without you, I would have this entire city after me more than it already is. I already want to see you in prison, but I agreed to annul that if you help them and bring them back. Yes, the potential future king drives quite the hard bargain. So yes, I cannot offer you more than my word, but, if you entertain me well enough while I watch you do your job there, I see no reason why not to bring you back.
Alright, anyone here got any objections?
I do. I don't want to go to another plane of reality and where, like Shadowdark, that's like a place where I'm going to get eaten alive, And so I suggest we all just live our lives underground like a bunch of rats. See what I did there? And we just continue our existence down here. Who's with me? All eyes will have it.
Daniel, it is probably best if you stay here.
Okay, you know what? I
take
like
this
that
journey.
plan too. And he just jumps off your shoulder and runs into the corner somewhere. So. Good luck!
Probably should have expected that.
Yeah, I'm surprised we didn't. So how soon can you get us to this other plane?
He spins two of his fingers in the air, and a little magic starts materializing just around them as in a playful way. Oh, darling, please just tell me, and at the drop of a hat, I will snap us away to where you need to be.
All right. Fair enough. Anyone got any unfinished business they want to take care of before we go do this?
Nope. Tradis is ready when the rest of you are.
Shadowdark. Sorry.
Lyra breaks
Lyra
a little
really
protocol.
fucking
Just like,
excited for some
yeah,
reason.
Shadowdark.
Very excited. Read so many books about it. No, Lara will just, stand there just as per usual. Waiting.
On the inside going, yeah, come
Ready.
on, another dimension. Let's do it.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
I'm so excited.
Protheus, you got any objections?
No quarrels from me.
Alright, well, you heard us, magical masked man.
Magic man. Sorry.
He doesn't have a mask, for the record. He just is, because he's a, they're doppelgangers. That's where the name comes from. Oh yeah, that's how you write his name, by the way.
Fantastic.
Oh wow, I was very off. Actually, no, not too much. I'll go one letter wrong.
Oh, that's not too bad.
Oh.
All right.
Oh, okay.
So. Well then, if you're ready, everyone stand back. We have a bit of a mission to go on. This is very exciting. Perhaps we shall call ourselves Samsador and his posse.
Nope, that's already my idea.
I find that animal rather annoying. Regardless, stand close behind me. And as he mutters these, like, arcanic but also, like, almost sinister sounding magical incantations, a large, like, bluish greenish vortex begins to circle around all of you. You feel yourselves lightly lift off the ground as just more and more keeps whooshing. Your skin feels like it's stretched tight against your bones as your very essence is like stretched across the cosmos as you are zipped away. Kind of that, yeah. Eventually, you reappear in another land, and somehow my picture got deleted, so I'm gonna have to say currently. Just imagine like the screen is all black. But you're gonna get one. You're gonna get one. I have other pages. Calm down.
My emotion, no.
You're fine.
Oh man.
Oh man.
All right. Stop it.
This is so ass. My immersion's broken.
I don't have any imagination, man. I need pretty pictures in front of me.
I have a
I need
description
pretty
for you.
pictures and ChatGPT prompts.
Jimmy, you're a terrible DM.
Hold on, guys. I have a here. Hold on. Here's the Shadow Dog.
Oh god, that's what.
There you go. That's what we see.
Oh my
Yes.
god.
It's so
Yes.
pretty.
Black
Whoa.
large square. All right, fine. Oh my gosh. You know what? If you're gonna be a bunch of babies about it, boom. There we go. Here we go.
Whoa, the Shadow Dog
Shadow
right
Dog.
there.
No,
That's so cool.
It stretches all across your vision. Whoosh.
Hell
So
yeah.
Yeah, that's really funny. When when the guy introduced himself and said that, like, him and Gren had come to like an agreement of sorts, Pinks in chat goes, he and Gren fucked.
Guys, look, Shadow Dark.
Oh,
Whoa.
That's kind of shadowy, kind of dark.
what the hell? Is this some kind of shadow realm?
Anyways. The Shadow Dark is a mysterious, coexisting plane. At times, a parallel reality, a depressed, emotionless, and colorless representation of the material plane itself. It appears to be neglected, abandoned, ruined, dark, and cold. Vegetation is scarce. Animals, if any, you don't see. There's some vermin around. Birds that do not appear natural flying around in the air. The weather is cold, lightly rainy, dark clouds appearing in the sky. A soft, persistent gloom hangs over the plain, and always sheds dim light on everything. Everything not entirely encased in darkness, but no true light source visible either. Other parts, low territories, are so dark that even your dark vision cannot penetrate to the bottom of them. The realm here seems to have the potential to change as the material plane itself changes, especially in regards to unnatural interventions. It is as if death itself is the realm, abandoned by all. New entire reality. For the first time for most of you, you stand in another world. And you are victims to whatever it has in store for you. Well, yes, take your pictures now while you can, and soon we will be moving about. This place gives me the creeps, but it also feels like home sometimes.
Hey, Theron, you were born here, right? Oh, he's not here. Fuck.
Aw. But currently, hey Warren, you were born here, right?
Oh fuck, I'm the brooding one.
As everybody's kind of like looking around and kind of they're getting their bearings in this place, I want to kind of sneakily take out the compass and take a look at it and see if what I've been looking for is here.
It immediately starts shifting itself into a direction towards like the upper right part of itself. You know, before it used to just spin relentlessly, it is now holding a sharp point in one specific direction. The voice comes to you. Yes, closer. Bring me forth.
Yeah, he's gonna put that away, keeping that direction in mind.
This is more Fogo, bro.
Bro's like, I want to gain the trust of my friends again. Also him. I'm going to hide some shady, nefarious shit from my friends.
Well, that's the fun part of it.
I love him.
I will note, as you all begin following Semsadur, as he just starts like walking you down what looks to be, you're not even sure if it's like the representation of Onedbur in here. It just seems to be like a completely destroyed and like empty of all life city remains. It has been long since destroyed and abandoned, if there was ever a time it had life. There's a thin but eerie fog running across like your shins as it just sticks to the ground. A light trickle of cold rain comes down upon all of you. It is empty. It is quiet. At least until you hear a faint melody. It is disturbing. It is unnatural. I'm not even going to try to replicate it because it'll probably cut my voice out, but it is of almost a screeching caliber. And Samsadur kind of looks up and like sniffs at the air. Interesting. The foul odor approaches quicker than I thought. Well, first things first, and he pulls out from his like jacket pocket. This is for you, he says, handing it to you, Warren.
And what the fuck is this?
It is a piece of parchment that is like crumpled like or like folded closed a couple of times. You can unfold it, and it is
gonna unfold it.
Is a gloomy map of what looks to be the Shadowdark, at least of the surrounding area. There's a couple like locations that have been circled. You also notice, similar to, I guess I have no better reference for this, a Minecraft map. This adjusts itself based on your position. So it's like a wider scope of where you are, but like as you move forward, it shifts, like behind you, like going away, and then in front of you, like showing like more. So
That's kind of awesome, though.
it's the best like reference I had to relate to what you're looking at.
Yeah.
That there is an ethereal map. It'll only work in this dimension, sorry to tell you, but it will show you your surroundings. I have also marked the locations you need to find. If I come across you again, well, I will help lead you to where you need to go, but for the meantime, I need to make myself scarce, because I am not about to start dealing with it.
Dealing with what?
Oh, you have company. Did I forget to mention? Ta-ta for now, try not to die. And he vanishes in a cloud of smoke. Up from the sky, as devilish-looking harpy creatures begin to descend upon you.
Oh, real?
I'm not joking.
Oh, fuck.
So a couple of them perch on on either the ground or the roofs of the buildings nearby. You are all kind of single file right now as you've been kind of, running through or heading through this cityscape. One lands. I smell the blood of mortals, living, not undead. Yes, sister. I will enjoy puncturing their veins with my fangs and sucking the very life from them. Do try to squirm, you will make it interesting for us. So, real quick, I kind of need all of you to roll initiative, so...
How about you?
Sure.
They're going to roll for these hands.
Okay.
That's 12.
Oh, that's a 17.
Nice. Good one.
17?
I kind of miss
19.
Lucian's initiative roll, man. What the fuck?
I also got a 17.
Yo!
Oh.
So...
19.
I have no
Oh!
modifier to mine, so. Oh.
Alright, then, yeah, Tradius will go before you then. And let's see here, the Hoppies. Ooh.
Hobbies.
Oh,
Alright, right, easy.
They each get a 9.
Might I also mention our single file line is a little bit wrong. Lara would not let Gradius be that close to Warren.
Well, obviously I made this at the time, so. Happy? Now he's in more danger, so.
Yeah, way better.
Alright. Well, that's good.
Hell yeah.
I'm glad it's better.
21!
Yeah, they roll a natural 18
God
plus
damn.
3. So.
That is.
Why is the
insane.
wizard in the front?
Good question.
Technically, that's the back area, but, you know, so.
Oh, okay. That's fine then. I will accept my fate.
Good. You still have to roll your HP.
Man.
You haven't rolled your HP yet.
I did.
you're
I got
supposed to
a
be level
1.
3. Yeah, you reroll ones.
Wait, you reroll once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
ones
Oh,
get
really?
rerolled. Yeah.
Mhm.
Lucky
Oh.
you.
I rolled another 1.
Okay,
Roll
reroll
again.
again.
Reroll again.
Keep going.
Oh,
until
there's
you...
a 3.
Okay, 3.
Nice.
Okay. Make sure you add that to your manual roll, too. So
Yes. Let me do that.
you have... And then at some point for the meme, don't forget to update your name in the Discord to whatever current HP you are at, because that's what we're doing. So
Hell yeah.
Low as hell.
you don't have to do that.
116 HP, baby.
All right, so it is the Harpies.
Currently 127 with the temp HP.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, it won't last long. So let me double check this going on.
Alright, while you're calculating and working it out, I'm getting a drink real quick.
Here.
I have my beer.
Yeah.
Finish that shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, well, now you all got to roll for something while I do have, because that's what I was gonna have you do first. So,
Oh.
all right. So
Oh.
the harpy down here on the left, on the roof, begins to sing her song.
Oh,
of
holy
madness.
shit! I didn't even see that one.
She begins to sing her song of madness. It doesn't sound very good, but the
Yeah, so
echoing
beautiful.
sound in your heads forces all 4 of you to make wisdom saving throws.
Okay, this is just like a feature, right?
Yes, this is not magical. This is a feature.
Yes.
That's a 9.
Okay.
is 16.
That's a dirty 20.
30,
0. That is 16.
16, and Warren's not here for the moment. So...
Yep. Well, I mean, he's getting a drink. But surely that he usually doesn't take long to get a drink.
Okay. So she's
We can,
going
like,
to
twist her
start.
fingers.
I'm just going to do that to show she's like singing that currently and focused on it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Dradius, I don't know how to tell you this. You failed. The other 2 so far have succeeded.
Nice.
So what's a good symbol for this? So Dradius, you are going to suffer from a slight madness.
Oh, no.
Aw, dude, we just had a moment like that.
Just do that because
I
you're
spoke to you, bro. What the fuck?
All right,
Roll wisdom save and succeed,
wisdom
please.
Save, yeah.
Wait, you want me to roll another one right now?
No, for Warren, he needs to roll one.
Oh, for one.
Oh, I need to roll with some save?
Yes,
Okay.
you all had to.
That's a 10.
Okay, then you fail as well, and you suffer from some madness. So we'll focus on that one as your guys' turns.
Warren pushes
Great.
glasses up and knows, huh, I can't get any madder. Evil Scooby-Doo laughing sound effect for edgy edits.
All right. So this harpy down here is going to just be levitating like 5 feet off the ground, and she's going to fly up to you, Warren.
Okay.
The one up here is going to swoop on down to get in the mix here. And this one's going to kind of fly over there. Let's see how this goes. So that one's going to attack you, Warren. And
Okay.
we'll see how it goes with her claws. That is a 22 to hit on the first attack.
That hits.
And that's like a 9 on the second, so that's going to miss. All right. But you are going to take... That's pretty good. You're going to take 10 points of slashing damage from her claws.
Okay.
And then,
They
yeah.
like that.
And so since she just went over there, now she can fly up to be 20 feet in the air. So...
Which one's 20 feet in the air? The one with the bottom right?
This one here, yeah.
Okay.
Don't really have another way to like show that they're like flying.
Don't worry. 20 feet in air.
Okay, there you
and
go.
then make
Oh
that
my
wide.
gosh.
Fuck.
All right, the one next to you, Lyra, is gonna try and attack you.
Yeah, I can try. I'm busy currently.
Okay.
There you go.
That is a 18 to hit.
that hits.
Okay, and then that next one's gonna miss, so gets one hit in. That is, yes, once again, 10 points of slashing damage.
10 points of slashing damage. Yeah, I'll take that.
And she
Oh,
already,
10 HP, right.
she already swooped down, so she's just stuck 5 feet off the ground there.
Okay.
This one is going to go at you, Protheus, and is going to attempt to abduct you.
Oh fuck!
So,
That's funny.
Protheus, let me see here.
Make a kidnapping save.
Kind of. I need you to make a strength saving throw.
R.I.P.
Oh hell.
I can see now why they didn't go after me.
That's a 3 minus a 2, a 1.
Okay.
No.
So,
Oh, God.
as you get abducted, her clawed feet pierce into your shoulders. So, you are gonna take. You're only gonna take 3 points of piercing damage.
Oh, nice.
But then you, along with her, are gonna get pulled up about 20 feet into the air right now as she flies up with you.
Thumbs.
I'm just gonna make a little mark
see.
at your 20. So yeah, no,
I
you're
see.
You're currently suspended 20 feet in the air right now. I got one, sisters. I'm going to suck his innards out on my own time. Okay.
Seems like a lot.
So that is going to happen. Lyra, it is your turn currently.
The one on the bottom left, is there any location where I could be within 20 feet of it and also be able to, like, throw something at it? Question mark.
Yes, within 20 feet, because that building's about 15
Yes.
high, so you'd need to be roughly around, like, this area.
Around that area, it's 20 feet of movement, so, like here, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, well then Lyra will run over there, and for the love of God, do not miss this fucking attack. She'll pull out her spear and throw. Actually, do I use this? Yeah. Yeah, it's how to
Use the spear.
Yeah, using the spear, throwing it at the creature. Is there any way I can make this easier to hit? There is no fucking chance. So here I go. Please don't fail me. Oh, why would you do that? That's crazy. I rolled a fucking 3 + 8. That is an 11.
That will miss.
Bruh, and we don't have any inspiration.
Yep.
Bruh.
So it will step back on the roof, and the spear will stick itself in the roof.
Oh, that's so fucking annoying. Okay, then this is a no +8. This might work because I can't use my spear because my spear's gone. Then I'll pull out a javelin that I apparently have, and I'll try to throw that one at it instead.
Okay.
Uh,
I should note she's
However,
getting
anytime.
she's getting partial cover from this. So.
she is.
Okay, so because of the way the roof is, and you're throwing like up at her, so you don't see all of her.
There's no location
Oh.
within 10 feet that I could go to make that.
I mean, you'd have to get up
Not
here.
have?
No.
Yeah, okay, well, here I go trying to attack again. For the love of fucking God, don't miss this. I literally, Natural 1 is crazy.
That just go overhead into the distance.
Okay, cool. I don't feel like wasting an entire turn, so I want to action search, please.
Okay.
And how many? Hold on, let me check how many javelins I have. I have 8 javelins. Here I go, throwing another one.
This is incredible.
Insane. For the love of God, surely one of these will hit. That is a 19 + 8 for a 27.
That
Let's
hits.
go.
That hits. Yeah.
Okay, cool. I will turn this into what's it called? A maneuver for menacing attack. So the creature would have to make a DC 16 Wisdom save, please, against the frightened condition. And in terms of damage, she's not going to take much from this. This is not.
18
What
on the
is?
save.
Yeah, 18's fine. Is that everything? Do I not get to add anything? Oh, I don't get to add anything, right? Oh, ew. Ew, that is... Hold on, I have my DH still. That's, good. That is gonna be 14 piercing damage? Yes,
Damn.
piercing damage. And she has disadvantage on the concentration save because of Mage Slayer.
Gotcha. That's hilarious. It's not a concentration though.
What if you put the concentration?
Well, if we got back to her turn, you would find out what she does for that. But yeah, there is no concentration. She takes the damage full force as that embeds itself in her shoulder. But yeah, no, she doesn't need to make a save for that.
Oh. Well, that severely changes things. Cool. Is there any way with... Because I still have my bonus action, right? I have one more attack and one more bonus action. Then is there any way that I could, if I have 40 feet of movement, to get up to her? Right next to her?
How do you still have more movement?
Because I can bonus action dash with lunging
right.
dash my maneuver.
Well, yes, you can attempt to, if you want to do that, you can attempt to climb that building to get up there. You will also need to make athletics or acrobatics to succeed the climb.
Yeah, I'll try climbing up there and use athletics to attempt this. Are you fucking kidding me? That's crazy. It's a 12.
Oh, man.
I have a +8 on this fucking thing. That's crazy.
I'll say you can get to where you're just holding onto the edge of the roof, but you're not like you're hanging off of it. So like you kind of like you climb up and your hands reach and you grab a hold, but then you slip and that kind of kills your momentum. You can attempt to make another roll to pull yourself back up, but that was your free roll, so that would cost your remaining action to do it.
But then I can't attack anymore. That's kind of like a problem here.
You guys just see her like dangling off
That's
the side of the
so
roof.
goddamn annoying.
You want it to be difficult,
Bruh.
right? There you go. There's some difficulty. So
It's just
Yeah.
It's artificial difficulty, and you.
Yeah, I wasn't aware that this wasn't an actual concept. If I was aware of that earlier, I wouldn't even have went for her.
you don't have
Stomp's
previous
feet.
knowledge of these creatures to where you would know
Grow
what they're
up.
capable
Grow
of,
up.
so-
Okay, but there's an orange circle around her, so therefore, you said she's concentrating on this.
I
so
said-
got lied to.
Fine, I'll change it if it makes you feel better. There, now
Yeah.
no, that's too dark.
Yeah.
We'll make a little green
Way
one.
better. Now that would, yeah.
Little green circle to show she's
Now we know it's-
focused on what she's doing.
Now we know it's a unique condition.
Yeah.
There.
Cry.
Fucking...
They are. That is exactly
they
what they're
are,
doing.
yeah. It's a free action, so.
Yeah.
Could I...
But Hawk already used that, so.
Yeah. Could I, as part of my action, pull up... Because the flail is one-handed, right? Could I pull that out and try and hit her from here? While, like, hanging on? Or do I, like, literally have to move up and be on the roof to do anything?
You can attempt... So you want to pull out your weapon and just swing at her from while you're hanging off the side of the roof?
Listen, I used to maneuver, so I would like to go for an extra attack here, yes. That is what I would like to attempt. Otherwise, I've wasted that entire thing.
I will allow you to do so, however, she will still have cover against it.
That's so fine. It's probably, yes, we'll live. Okay, well then here goes the attack. Just let Radius have his turn.
I don't
rolled
think
a
you
2.
want Dreadius to have his turn right
I rolled
now.
a fucking 2. I rolled a fucking 2, bro.
Wow, the rolls are not in your favor right now. Alright,
Insane.
well, Dradius, it is the start of your turn. As that piercing,
what?
screeching song echoes throughout your brain, I need you to just, first of all, roll a d6 at the start of your turn.
A D6 at the start of my turn.
This will help me
Okay.
determine what happens to you.
You got it. That's a 5.
5. Alright, let me double check what this does. Okay, with a 5. Write that down. Oh, that's fun.
I like the sound of that.
Okay, alright. So currently, Dradius, you find yourself surrounded. There are shadow creatures all around you trying to get at you. Like, they're everywhere. Just start attacking. Try and save yourself.
All right.
I think yeah, seeing that as I was gonna say like initially that I was gonna be hesitant to like go into a rage, but I think at this point, yeah, there's no real hesitancy even with the collar around my neck, so I will use my bonus action to rage in this moment.
Okay.
So we'll mark that. And yeah, I guess we'll start attacking recklessly at the shadows around me.
Okay.
That's a 17 to hit.
Yeah, since you're swinging at nothing, that hits. Yeah, I'll
Sweet,
make
awesome.
that'll swing and hit. I need you to now roll a percentile dice.
Oh fuck, okay. Where's my let's see here. Ugh. Do you mean to roll like the percentile and the d10? Does it need to be like exact, or does it need to just be like
General, you can do the, the 10, 20,
just
30,
the 30? Yeah,
yeah.
okay. Yeah. 30.
30. Okay. Yeah, you just swing into the shadows. You don't even have to roll damage. And you get rid of some, but then more pop up. So go ahead and try and protect yourself again with your other attack.
Yes, sir. Holy, that's a nat 20.
Bro.
Nat 20.
I rolled a 19 and a 20.
All right, well, that hits.
Now roll a percentile dice, you hit giraffe.
Well,
Well, he's 20 feet in the air.
yeah, he's 20 feet in the air. We're rolling
Okay.
percentile to see if the one thing that's actually there can get hit or not. So,
Gotcha.
go
Yeah,
ahead
yeah.
and roll that percentile die again. Let's see.
Can do.
Obviously, the more you have around you, the more likely you're to hit something
Yes.
physical. So,
Yes, that is a 60.
60. That's still not enough. So, unfortunately, with your crit, you cleave through like a half dozen of these shadow monsters. You feel pretty good about yourself. But yeah, they keep coming, man. They keep coming. So,
Fuck.
all right. Anything else with your turn?
Bonus action that. I'm trying to think. No, because I basically had to use my action to make both of those attacks. So you probably wouldn't let me make any other skill checks unless it was like something that didn't affect somebody.
Yeah, it cannot affect any creature for it to not count as like an ability.
Yeah. Okay. I think that's all I can do then.
Okay. Then in a more interesting turn of events, Protheus, you're hanging 20 feet in the air right now. And you're slowly getting dragged away. What are you going to do?
Just a quick question. How much damage would I take if I fell from this height?
So it is for every 10 feet you fall, the first 10 feet is negated, and then for me it's a D10 for every additional 10 feet you fall. So you take 1 D10 of damage. Currently.
I don't like that.
He's a wizard. 1 D10 is like 1 D100, so.
Let's see, what can I do? There's so many things. I would like to Misty Step as far as I can. So what is
Okay.
that?
So yeah, 20 feet down and then like 10 feet over in a direction.
Yeah, perfect.
All right.
So I'll go. So I can use it. So we'll go here, and then.
Okay, back on the ground.
Yep, thank God. Then I'll just run over towards Elira. How far can I move? 30 feet. Yeah, I'll just run over there. And
Okay.
then that is all that I can do.
That's going to be your turn?
I believe so. Unless
Okay.
I can use a cantrip right now.
Bonus
Is
action
that
cantrip.
considered?
Well, Misty Step is a bonus
There's
action.
Mississippi as a
so,
bonus action,
yeah.
so yeah.
Yeah.
I believe you
So
can use a cantrip for your action, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, because it only depends on spell slot usage.
Yes.
Yes.
Let's see. Then I would like to cast Firebolt
Yeah, baby.
at the motherfucker who picked me up.
Okay.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
All right. I will say that this building's kind of in the way. If you want to shoot at her, you'd have to go like there.
Oh, okay. I will. That's fine.
Okay.
14 plus an 8 is a 22 to hit.
That hits.
Awesome.
Ignis.
13 fire damage.
Very nice. Okay, let me subtract here. All right, little orb hits her like dead on. Scorches her chest up. All right. And I believe that's action, bonus action, and movement, so that is your turn. Warren, you are suffering from madness currently. Oh, by the way, Dradius, go ahead and make that wisdom save again. Sorry, at the end of your turn, you can make it again. So.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Cool. That's a 2.
Okay, so you're still mad. Warren, so roll a d6 to start your turn, please.
1.
1. Okay. That's an easy one, then.
You die on the spot. Fuck you. Rah.
Okay, it's not that difficult.
Your heart can't take it anymore.
You take 8 points of psychic damage.
Okay, not too bad.
And yeah, you're free to act as normal then.
Awesome. This bitch up here.
The one on the roof.
Yep.
Yeah.
Have I got a good line of sight on her?
Yeah, I mean, you can see parts of her anyway.
You know what? That's all I need. She should be... Yeah, she's within 60 feet. And Warren's gonna yell out to her. Watch out, bitch! You got some evil shit coming your way! As I use unsettling words on her as my bonus action.
Okay.
And then, as my action, I'm going to use Phantasmal Killer. So I need to make a wisdom save.
Okay. Wisdom save.
She's gonna take away 5 from her save.
That's correct. So this roll doesn't. I don't even gotta add the modifier. She will fail that.
Hell yeah. Well, Phantasmal Killer's cool because, you know, she is about to see her very worst nightmares come to life in front of her. And on a failed save, she's going to take 4d10 psychic damage, because I'm upcasting it to 4th level.
Oh, okay.
And she's going to have disadvantage on ability checks, attack rolls for the duration of the spell. Just rolled. She's going to take 25, what damage? Psychic damage.
Damn.
Okay. Damn. That's, yeah.
25 psychic damage.
You see her holding her head as, like, blood shoots out her nose. Okay.
Perfect. And yeah, to end my turn, I'm gonna go and 20, 25. Why not?
Okay.
Just want to put some distance between, cause I gotta concentrate on this shit.
At the end of your turn, go ahead and try and make your wisdom save again.
Wisdom save. That's 12.
You're still suffering from madness.
Damn.
Okay.
Damn.
Top of the turn order. It is the Harpy's turn, so the one up here is going to use her bonus action to maintain her song.
Don't go.
So you said she has disadvantage on attack rolls?
On disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks.
All right, well, it's probably not going to go well, but she's going to quickly like go to the edge here and try and slash at Lyra, who's just hanging off the edge. So disadvantage. Yep, that will miss. You never know, I might get lucky. No, I did not get lucky. All right, so yeah, she'll just... She's like, you see her mentally struggling. She's then just going to back the hell up.
And on the end of her turn, she needs to remake the wisdom save.
I will certainly try. Wisdom. That is That's a 16.
Because I'm using the Bardic Wheel of Evolving Fame, she had to be 17.
All right, then she's still under the influence. Phantasmal Killer. I don't know I don't know what that looks like, man. It looks like this. Like that guy. So.
Oh, he's screaming.
Okay, then it is the other one's turn. Seeing that you're losing your mind right now, this one's gonna grow confident and swoop down. So now you got ladies on both sides of you, Dradius.
Oh my goodness. The ladies always want the big furry man.
So they're gonna start trying to attack you. Let's see how we do.
Well, some of these shadow people look like they have wings too.
That is a 14 to hit.
Oh, I'm pretty sure that matches. Yeah, it does.
Okay. That is, oh, that's a natural 1 on the second attack. Okay, that'll.
Well, that's gonna miss.
That is a 18 to hit for the other one attacking.
Oh, well, that will definitely hit.
And that's already over 15, so that'll hit as
Yep.
well. So we get 3 attacks in on you.
Oh no.
Oh, please, you're raging. You're fine.
Oh no, that's so terrible. Anyways.
I'll just add it all up for you and reduce each one. So
Thanks.
that's that, and then that's the same amount. One more roll, because I'm feeling quirky.
Quirky.
And then that. Okay, so halving each of them brings us to a total of 13 slashing damage.
Incredible.
As they just-
That is literally 2 above the temporary HP that I had.
Then you're at 114, bitch. Suck it. You're not at your
Damn
max anymore.
straight. Oh. Tis
alright.
but a scratch.
And then this one here is now going to fly herself up to 20 feet in the air. You get out of.
Where you going, coward?
And then so here we'll put this one here, and then this one's here, and this one. She's gonna swoop down to Warren's level, and she's gonna try cutting you up a little bit because you look tasty.
How about don't?
How about 19 to hit?
How about disadvantage?
Okay. Yeah, now it's an 11, so that'll miss. Next one is that's a natural 20.
Oh, fuck.
How about
Should have saved that
disadvantage
disadvantage,
again?
bud.
Oh yeah, how about disadvantage again? That'd be pretty cool.
Can you do it more than once a turn?
It's just counts as a special thing. You can expend a spell slot. No, how about it? You have 3 luck points that you can spend on the benefits below.
Okay.
Yeah, it just says, like, when a creature rolls a d20 for an attack against you, you can expend 1 luck point to impose disadvantage on the roll.
All right. Disadvantage. That now becomes that's a 23 to hit, but it's not a crit anymore. So.
I'll take it.
Okay. Took away my crit for me. That's gonna be 7 slashing damage. Yes. She just tries reaching out at you and claws back at your side.
Damn. She's mean.
All right, that is going to be.
He's so
Gotta roll my
rude.
con save.
Oh yeah, you're concentrating.
And
orange
that is
sphere.
a 19.
Okay, then you maintain. All right, that is their turn. Lyra, you are up.
Up.
Well, you're hanging right now, but you could be up.
Yeah, so... This one's not flying anywhere, right? It
No,
was
she's
just-
perched up there right now.
Okay, well, since I'm close there, I can probably grab just move myself up to her now without any,
Yeah, you can just pick yourself up.
extra...
Yay!
Just 5 feet
then
to
I'll
be like
do
that.
that. Yes, 5 feet here, 5 feet here, and then we'll try and attack her with the great sword. So I'll pull the flail away.
What's so great about it?
That's
Just
a
the
real
size.
There's always about the size.
Yeah, I wish I had that brag, but I don't.
19 to hit.
That hits.
Yay! Yeah, I'll turn this into a trip attack. Yeah, I'll turn this into a trip attack. So that'll be a DC 16 strength save against being prone, please. While also
She
taking...
fails.
Yay! I like when they do that. While also taking 22 slashing damage.
She's dead.
And then...
As you go to trip,
Oh.
you just slice through both of her bird-like legs, and she just she bleeds out up there.
Hell yeah.
Huh.
Let's go.
Way easier than expected. Huh. Okay, well I used...
Now we know how
5,
Pink started so quick in our campaign.
And it's literally insane. So if I want to drop down from the roof, move 5 feet over here, can I just drop down safely, or how would that work?
Well, that is 15 feet up, so you would take the 1d10 of fall damage because you're exceeding 10 feet.
Okay. And if I want to make it like climb down, would that be?
It'll just
what would
cost
that
more
be?
movement to do so, because it'll cost the movement speed to go down. And you also need to roll for it to not fall. So
Okay, so wait, then I used 15. I would have 15 here. Yeah, sure. Then I would like to use a like climb down to safely get down. Is it athletics roll or
yes,
acrobatics?
either.
Athletics.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. That is 15.
That's enough.
Yay!
You're on the cusp, but that's enough to make it down without any issue.
Hooray! And in my last 15 feet of movement, I'd like to move over here next to Warren. And go for the harpy. But she's not flying, right? There's no
No.
there's no text next to her, so she's not flying. So
She's
she's
5
happy.
feet off the ground, but you can reach that. So
Okay, I will attack her with the greatsword.
I find it funny that Lyra the fighter turn takes longer than the wizard's turn.
My bad.
No, it's just I find it funny.
How do we do a +2 to flanking? Was it just if we're within 5 feet of one another? Like if like?
Yes, if you're both currently like within
Nice.
attack range
Okay.
of the character.
Then,
So,
and does a 13 hit?
13 just misses.
I love D&D. Well, in that case,
Don't we all?
that is everything.
Okay.
Hold
Ah.
up.
Holding?
Hold up. Nope.
Holding.
Well, yes, actually, or just a creature just. I could use Hue, I think, because well, actually, how do because on Hue it says immediately after you score a critical roll or reduce a creature to 0 hit points with 1, you can make one attack with the same weapon as a bonus action. However, since I moved, does that still count as immediately, or do we no longer count that for being able to use Hue?
What?
There's a.
You lost me halfway through that. If you move, you can't do it. What is the?
I will post the feature in
that makes
D&D
it
Talk so
easier.
you can read through it really quick.
Immediately
Well,
after
this-
you score a critical hit with a melee weapon, or reduce a creature
Or-
to 0 hit points with 1, make one attack with the same weapon as a bonus action.
Will this still count as immediately? Could I use this feature now to attack this harpy, or is it no longer immediately because I moved away?
Make one attack with the same weapon. See, I'm really torn on the wording of this because it does say immediately after you do it.
Yes.
You would go boom and then boom. Like you could hit something right next to you.
Yeah.
Plus, you already used your other attack. It's not like you used that first. If you did, I would have been more okay with it. If it didn't say immediately, I'd say there's no issue. But it doesn't say you could you store up the extra hit. That's the thing. So
Yeah, it's your call. That's literally because I think I would probably rule it as well where you can't do it. But it's
yeah, I'd say because you
move.
moved, you went to another target and everything. That means you don't get the benefit of it. So
Okay, unlucky. Well, then
That
that is everything.
okay, Dradius, you are no longer mad because that singing bitch got killed. So you can
Oh
just
my god.
you just do whatever you want. So
Let's go.
All right, yeah. The harpy that's closest to me is getting an axe to the face.
alrighty.
Hopefully, anyways. Yeah, that's a fucking 14 plus 8. What's that? 22.
That hits.
For oh man, I don't get my D6 of
Necrotic damage anymore.
Oh, you got that collar on you.
Damn it. Okay, so that's yeah, so that's 19 slashing damage.
That's still pretty brutal.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
just a
Yeah.
bit.
cleave right there. Like feathers are falling off from that cleave.
shot.
And then one more hit.
Hi-cha. I should mention I'm reckless attacking. If
Oh,
that wasn't already clear.
I appreciate you letting me know.
Yep, 26 to
That-
hit.
Oh, that hits. That hits pretty bad. That makes me
Oh,
scared.
Dot hits.
Okay, that's only 13 slashing damage.
That is enough. They are not that
Let's go.
powerful as you just you slice her in 2 pieces.
Yeah, baby. Damn, it's too bad that one's fucking 20 feet in the air.
Hand axe?
I guess that's true. Well, it would need to be with the same weapon.
Oh, because you're trying. Oh yeah, right.
Because I'm trying to use Hue, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I already used my action to make 2 attacks, so I wouldn't be able to dash and Goring Rush this one. Okay. I guess, yeah, for the time being, I'm just gonna use my movement to get here. Just so I'm closer to everybody else.
Okay.
And, you know, that'll be my turn.
All right. Then it is Protheus's turn.
Awesome.
Oh, wizard.
I'm. What am I going to do?
What are you going to do?
For bonus action. Do I want to do that? No, I don't. You know, I'll just cast poison spray at the dude floating in the air over here.
Okay. That's in range.
Yes, because I have a spell sniper. I can cast it up to 60 feet.
Okay, go for it.
Nice.
That is a 21 to hit.
That hits.
Wonderful. 16 poison damage.
Whew. Sort of hitting hard over here. Yeah, the cloud of gas fires out from your hand and
And then yeah, that's gonna be my turn for right now.
okay. Simple but efficient. I appreciate it. All right, Warren, what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna be muted.
Oh yeah, his concentration ends because she died, so
Yeah.
he's gonna be muted because
fuck.
he's not here right now.
Yeah. Fucking, I was muted because I was talking to Pinkers.
What? You are in the fucking.
It doesn't involve me right now.
Oh my gosh.
Nothing's attacking me. They're attacking everybody else, and you already know where I stand on everybody else.
That's right.
Lyra, you're doing great, by the way, sweetie. Fuck the rest of you.
That's it. I'm attacking Warren only from now on.
I think that's completely valid. That will cause me to lock the fuck in, and it'll mean that Lyra gets great character development if I die. You ever heard of this thing called grief?
We're not doing this now.
All right, so. Ooh. In terms of what I'm gonna do, how's everyone looking in terms of HP? Like, if one was to look around
Full.
real quick. Full?
Actually,
Yeah,
I'm
Full? Yeah.
I'm like 2 points away from full. I think Protheus is the most hurt.
My shoulders are a little hurt.
Okay. Warren will adjust. He'll give Protheus a pat on the shoulder and be like, "Yeah, you got this, big man." As I hit him with the first level cure wounds, and bro's gonna get 12 HP back.
God damn.
And then as a bonus action, I'm gonna look at Lyra and very simply just go, "Alright, I believe in you, kid. You can fuck this thing up." As I give her Bardic Inspiration.
Yay!
And that is my turn.
Okay, it is the Harpy's turn. They're feeling jazzy with it. Well, this one that's up here, gonna fly on down. That's gonna be like all her movement. Now she's just 5 feet in the air. She can only go after Dradius, so that's probably what she's gonna do. Just so you're aware. That is not very good. That's still a 15 to hit, though.
Okay.
Thank goodness we get that +2 from flanking. And then that's already over 18, so to hit on the
Wait.
next one. So
Where are you getting the +2 from?
they're
Isn't it supposed to be?
on the bottom?
Huh?
They just need to be within 5
they,
feet of you.
yeah, they just need to be within.
Oh,
yeah.
I thought it was. I thought it was you need to be within 5 feet of each other.
No, just of the target, the same target. So that is that's already it. So she's gonna get both hits in on you.
Okay.
Wow. Okay, I should just stick with the dice that I was rolling because that is very fucking low. That's 5 reduced to 2 slashing damage on that one.
Thick.
I need to start using more magic. That is going to be. Well, see, that sounds better, but then it's not as better as it sounds because you reduce it again. So that's 8 reduced to 4 slashing damage on the second attack.
So 6 total.
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
Wonderful.
The other one is going to say, F that, and going to attack Lyra.
Really quick, how does the other one look like in terms of health, by the way? Like the bottom one?
I don't think this one's been touched.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, the other one's the one that got poisoned, so... So against you, that is not enough. That'll miss on the first attack.
Yay.
On the second, that is 18, which I think matches, right?
Yeah, 17 will match.
Oh.
So this matches +1.
Oh, so it hits even better. Okay, cool. All right, you, Lyra, are going to take... you're going to take 10 points of slashing damage.
10 whole points.
Yeah!
Since we're at the end of this combat, or like we're close to this, I would like to parry this, I think. So I'll use my reaction for that. That's a d8 +5. That is a 1 +5, so that's reduced by 6. So that is 4 then.
Yeah, you take 4 damage then.
Okay.
As you kind of like slide yourself out of the way and negate some of the damage. All right, and then this one is gonna fly up back to like 20 feet in the air. Because that's how
Fair
she
enough.
do. All right, but it is your turn, Lyra.
That's shit.
Okay, I don't have my spear anymore, I guess. Oh, would have... No, I doubt I would have been able to see my spear up there to pick it up. And nothing of use heavy. So annoying. Well, I have another... Well, actually, I can probably take care of this one up. I'm thinking.
Well, you should have thought about that
No.
prior.
Yeah, yes, whatever. I'll throw another javelin at the one that's flying in the air currently.
Okay.
So here goes another javelin. That's a 13 plus 8, 21 to
That
hit.
Yeah, that hits.
And really quick to make sure, when somebody mid-air has to prone, do they fall to the ground?
Yeah. Yes, I believe
Then in that
forces
case-
it, yeah.
In that case, this turns into a maneuver trip attack, which is, I think, my last one that I can do. Yes, sir. So she has to make a DC 16 strength save against the prone condition, while I roll whatever damage this will be. What is that?
That's a dirty 20. Ooh!
That's toxic. That's so toxic.
Toxic. I just rolled the dice.
Yeah, and it's toxic when you do.
I'm playing the game out. You laugh for me. It's a game. This is a collaborative storytelling experience, King. It's not a game, okay? It's both.
Yeah, it's way more than a game. It's 9 piercing damage.
Okay.
And
there we go. All right.
and because I know the second it wouldn't like take her out, I'll move 5 feet over here. And use my greatsword to attack that one instead, and hopefully kill steal another one here. Potentially, because a 19 plus 8 is a 27 to hit.
That hits.
And I will save that, but I'll turn this into savage attacker.
Imagine if we played with experience points. Lyra would be level 12 and everyone would be like level 5.
Yep.
It's only 16 slashing damage.
Okay, that does a pretty significant blow, but that will not kill. But
Unlucky.
you do like cleave like a good chunk of her thigh off. As you just... This one up here is hurting her really bad.
Fair enough. I should use the fucking thing. Oh, womp womp. That is everything.
This is your moment, Dradius. You could save one of your kills.
Yeah. You gotta kill him. What the hell?
All right, yeah. So the one that's basically flanking behind me, I'm gonna go ahead and attempt to dispatch in this moment.
Okay.
Reckless attack.
Reckless
16 to hit.
That hits.
Sweet, 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 sweet. That is 15 slashing damage.
Alrighty, yeah, you just spin around as she's like coming up behind you, and you just, without even barely looking, you just smash the blade like into her face and like slice like most of her face off.
Let's go. Still up or?
No, it just float like just crashes into the ground.
Sweet. So I'm assuming I kind of spaced out a little bit earlier. The harpy is still up in the air, correct?
Yes, that's why we have 20 feet right here.
Yes, I just wanted to make sure I was like following correctly,
You're
because
good.
I had heard that Hawk was doing a trip attack. But could I attempt? I wanted to say, could I attempt to like jump up there somehow? I might get her, but I don't know.
I mean, 20 feet jump, that's pretty high, but you're pretty strong.
Yeah.
I'll say because the distance does not exceed your movement speed, if you would like to burn all your movement speed to make this happen, I will allow it.
All right, Zach, I can do that.
I'll need athletics or acrobatics to reach.
Will do. Yes. Let's do athletics to do it. Again, can we also say once I get up there, instead of like a normal weapon attack, I would like to grapple and like bring her down to the ground and ideally like land on top of her.
Sure. Okay.
Okay, sick. Let's go. Yeah, that is a 24 total.
I will allow it then. You're able to like kind of run up underneath and leap yourself up enough to like grab onto like her midsection and then quickly like pull her to where she's fully in your grasp.
Yes, sir.
I'm trying to remember how we do the grapple stuff now because
Grapple's 2024. It's a DC they have to make. I believe. I need to look.
right.
At the
What is the
thing,
yeah?
'cause
The
I can't
you gotta just
remember.
tell me what the DC is to see if she can.
Well,
avoid
yeah,
being
we'll do.
rammed.
Jesus, which DC for saving throws 8 plus strength modifier and proficiency bonus. So 15.
Is your DC?
DC. Yes.
I already rolled a natural 19.
Fuck. Okay.
Yeah. So.
Damn it.
So as you grab onto her, she's able to just kind of like quickly maneuver her body. Unhand me! As she like shoves you off and you kind of land back on the ground.
Slippery little thing. Well, that is all I'm going to be able to do with my turn.
I will say it was a cool attempt. I just rolled a die and I'm like, damn, of all the things to roll high on. Protheus, it is your turn.
Hang on, I'm reading. I have an idea.
This guy always got his face in a book. Can't believe it. She's like, nerd! It's just like, hold on.
Just kidding, that wouldn't work. I'm gonna just cast Firebolt.
Okay, that's the safe option.
Classic.
That's an 18 to hit.
That hits.
Awesome. That's gonna be 11 fire damage.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, she's starting to show some wear and tear. Is that your turn?
Yeah.
Warren,
Yeah.
it's your turn.
All right. I've actually got nothing that I can do to this thing, so I'm gonna try something really funny. So I draw this rifle.
I was
from
gonna
my
say, don't you have a gun?
And that's an 18 to hit.
That hits.
Nice.
Awesome.
Let's go.
And due to the repairs that I got, it's back up to being able to do the 2d10, right?
Yes, sir.
Fantastic. Just checking.
I can't believe we gave Warren a fucking gun.
Ammo's
that
very
is,
limited,
17 damage.
You can describe it to me, final villain. So
Let's go.
I think the best way I can word what's going on here is, I don't know. Warren still try to, like, in certain areas, still try to, like, you know, kind of bury everything, so he's still being a little bit of a dick. And to do this, what he does is he uses Protheus's shoulder like a bipod.
Oh, that's fucking.
And, like, you know, he's there angling, and he's like, stop moving, you fucking dick. And then he pulls the trigger as, like, the shot lines up, just to have, like, the bullet not only go through one of the wings, but then also, like, just take off just almost like half of the face of this fucking harpy before it just drops.
oh man, just
Temporarily deafen Protheus in one of his ears.
yep.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, did you see that shit?
What? You know? All right, you got them all.
We did it.
Also, I'm going to point out now, Lyra, you can recover one of your javelins, and you can recover your spear, like, over the course of...
Thank
if you wish
God.
to.
Yes.
I'm going to tell you this now, though. You did lose the one javelin on that nat 1. It is gone.
That
it
is
fell into a dark
so-
recess, so...
That's fine by me. I as long as I have my spear, I'm happy.
Okay.
Nice.
Spear.
Well, that was fucking awful. We get jumped the first minute we're here. That's insane.
Let us hope that that is not a continuous thing that happens. Draddy starts kind of like looking around at like this street is a pretty accurate representation of like where we're standing, right? Like this battle map's pretty.
Oh yeah, it's an old, worn out like city. Like even the lights seem like fake almost. Like they don't really shed that much light. So.
And it doesn't look like, based on the commotion that we've made, that anybody's like stirring or like coming out to like look and see what's happening.
Not a soul.
Are the lights on in the houses?
They look to be like old candlelight to an extent, but you get you don't see anyone, you don't hear anything other than like, you know, the cold trickle of the rain coming down.
Oh.
This is, oh my god. The child.
I saw it too.
This is very eerie feeling. Not sure if I like this. Perhaps we move on.
Yeah, I think that's for the best. Hey kid, you were keeping notes, right?
Yes, Warren.
Alright, what exactly are we doing down here?
Let me look
That's
at my
half.
notes, Warren.
Thank you.
That guy gave us a lot of exposition. Let's try and sort it out.
He really gave us lots of exposition, and admittedly, that's on me. I did ask for exposition.
You did, yeah. You gained permission.
Let me make sure that I get this right. Yes, we did it. Okay. We need to disable the song coming from the Sigil of Power, the cigarette, I think was the name.
Mhm.
After we disable the song, there should be more locations from which we can destroy the core, enabling the Shadowdome in our world.
Ah, yes, and that's what the map's gonna point us to. Alright, well, I don't know what the fuck a ziggurat looks like, but, I guess we're gonna go find it.
Cigarette? I hear those are bad for your lungs.
Cigarette thing.
This is the first time in, like, 24 plus hours that Warren has genuinely chuckled at something Dradis has said. He's like, okay.
Alrighty. Then, yeah, you can continue onwards. That map will assist you as it, you see the markers in the distance on it of where Samsadur pointed out for you.
Yep.
And you can begin to make your way. So you're going, because there's two places he specified. There's the Dungeon of Tears and the Shadow Ziggurat. Which one are you trying to get to first?
Well, where the song is originating from, which should be the Shadow Cigarette, because he said to disable the song.
Okay. That's where you wish to go. That is where you
Let's
shall
do it.
go.
We also do have knowledge, actually, Lara pointed out that we have knowledge of Zara Fikara, but apparently someone who lives here and is an informant for Samsadir, but we don't know her location, but she's somewhere here.
Okay. Then you begin to make your ways forward, heading out. The shadowy envelopment, Shadow Dark, just kind of overtaking you as you make your way through. The only bits of life that seem to be existing in this land. So we're going to pan away from this.
Sexual.
And no, we're going to pan away from this to another area. Not quite sure where this is, but we're going to go somewhere else. Where a few figures sit around a table. There's a glass ball before all of them as they
Oh, that's crying.
as they watch you all make your way through the Shadow Dark.
They actually think they'll be able to stop it. There's no way. Indeed. Soon, once the dome has claimed the life of those within it, we will be able to take over that city completely. I look forward to it, sisters. Soon we will have all of it, and that wretched empire will fall by us. Yes, yes. The queen falling was not ideal, but no worries. Soon we shall be the ones overseeing that kingdom. And who knows, perhaps we'll spread our influence even further.
And that's where we're going to end today's session.
It's not nice. I'm supporting them.
Wait, why is the one in red pissing against that wall now? What the fuck?